if you're agnostic, is what you said you are, isn't it?
Yes.
The whole point of being agnostic is I don't know. So you're telling somebody like Stavros, well, you don't know. You're gonna be like, yeah, I know. That's the whole point. I don't know. The same way I don't think you don't know. The same way I don't think you don't know. The same way I don't think you know. I don't think anybody knows.
No, it's okay for you to be an agnostic, but you can't now place that on somebody else.
No, but you're saying to him, you're like, as an argument point was, how do you not know that I saw God? And he's gonna be like, I don't know. That's the whole point. I don't think anybody knows anything. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna kill me to tell you I don't know. Whereas with you, it breaks down your whole thing to say I don't know. You can't say I don't know because your whole thing is about faith, and your faith is that I know. I know my God is real. I know my God is this. I know my God is that. You cannot say I don't know. Because the minute you say you don't know goes against everything that you believe in. Okay. Whereas with him, he believes in he doesn't know.
I'm not even saying
so. Saying that I don't know is not going to be. It's not going to be. It's what he already feels that he doesn't know.
Yeah, I know, but what he's saying is that the other person who claims that they know, he's claiming that they don't know
because they don't know.
But how do you know that?
I don't know. But that's the thing. I'm happy to say I don't know though. But I know you don't know.
But that's so. No, but you don't know that. I wish that we were on video now, but that would have been perfect.
You can't say both sides. You can't flip both sides of the coin though.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects. Welcome to the ESN podcast.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents, and other small insects. It is currently 01:38 on the 1st of August.
Is it the 1st of August today?
Really, it's the 31st of July. It's the 31st of July. But
no, it's the 1st of August.
It's the 1st of August.
Saturday the 1st of August.
It's Saturday the 1st of August. We are One Stop Dreadlock Studios, and I
ridiculed everyone on the roster.
Everyone.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart,
everyone.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. Get down. The double champ does what the he wants.
I am Stavros Boss.
Pay the cost to be the boss.
You can catch me at Stavros Boss on all the socials. In front of me is my brother, your brother, our brother.
A big wahala on Insta, a big wahala on the twits.
The right honourable gentleman. On my right.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty.
On my right.
Empress Menen.
On my right.
Gaza forever.
It's me again, Gaza. We say forever alliance to the foundation. We say boom, we say bam, we say
to my left. In fact, because it's going to be a long thing. Shout out those not there with us.
Spider sense, tingling.
DJ Web Singer, that actor, rest in peace. My brother,
rest in peace. You would have watched it
my
on
brother.
Thursday as well, innit?
Ooh.
I don't know if he watches it on the first day.
No, well, you definitely would have watched it this weekend.
At some point, yeah.
I had problems with my screening as well, actually, but we'll talk about that momentarily. To my left, the senior in the
Wait for the wolf who should be coming directly.
The gentleman.
You sending the wolf? You feel better, motherfucker?
Mister.
Yeah, Negro. That's all you had to say.
What's going on, people? What's going on? You can catch me on Instagram on aka Mr. Wolf, on Twitter on aka_Mr. Wolf. What's going on? I have got a Yoruba proverb for you. Evil company corrupts good people. Avoid them at all costs. So says Sledge Baba. And his proverb goes like this, y'all. Is that me playing music?
Yes.
Get rid of that. Sometimes it's got the apps playing in the background, you know. My apologies.
Just press play, I beg.
No, because the volume's down, man. Bloody just bear with, man.
I can see what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to turn up the volume.
You are not one take Drake.
Oh,
Yorùbá wípé tẹ̀tẹ̀ tí ó bá fẹ́ tẹ́ láwùjọ ẹ̀fọ́ ayẹra fìwékewé. The spinach that doesn't want to be put to shame in the community of other vegetables would stay clear from any kind of weed. The wisdom. Whoever doesn't want their reputation tainted or doesn't want to get into unnecessary trouble would avoid some certain company and friend. Because some certain company are bound to bring you unnecessary trouble and disgrace, it is better you avoid them.
Unnecessary company.
I'm going to piggyback off that as soon as you're finished.
Yeah, you can catch me on Instagram on aka Mr. Wolf, on Twitter is aka_Mr. Wolf, on Twix, yeah. Sledge, actual Sledge Baba. This guy I follow, this is another guy who just popped up on my Instagram, and there was a scantily clad woman on there, and his page is called Decoding Dating, and he talks a lot about the behavior of women, the same type of women that want good men, and he kind of talks about
Complaining. It's the manosphere.
Yeah, it's very funny, to say the least. Maybe I'll play one of his things one time because it does generate good conversation. But go ahead.
He told me to stop for something.
Hashtag ESN pod to start or join in conversation at
Plug.
ESN podcasts on all the socials. ESNpodcast@gmail.com to send in the thing.
Tell them.
And this is episode number
574.
In
575. 575.
Yeah, so the wisdom, as Sledge Baba said, was talking about basically hanging around with people that maybe you shouldn't hang around with because they may drag you down into the weeds. That's what he's kind of saying, yeah?
Basically.
So I don't know if we discussed this at the time or not. I can't remember if we did. If we did, and we were discussing it again, apologies, but I cannot remember. And I don't know if my colleagues on the podcast will. But I don't know if you heard today that Young Philly in 2024, the end of 2024, was basically charged with 6 counts of rape.
Is it that far back?
Yeah, 6 counts of rape, I believe. 2 counts of sexual assault and another 2 counts of something else. Or maybe 3 counts. I think that was the number anyway. 6 counts of different types of rape and 2 counts of sexual assault with one person, by the way. Over one night. And today he is being cleared of 3 counts of rape, 2 counts of
Sexual assault.
2 counts of not assault. I don't know the sexual assault, but assault anyway. Because they said that basically she said that he choked her and he did something else to her. Those were cleared, and 3 counts of rape, I believe, was cleared. But he's got another 3 counts.
Can I say exactly what it is he's been cleared from?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So charges he was cleared of. I just done a fact check. Cleared and acquitted of 3 counts of rape, sexual penetration without consent. Cleared and acquitted on 1 count of assault. Cleared and acquitted on 1 count of choking, impeding normal breathing or circulation. My apologies there.
Yeah, but he's still got 3 counts of rape, I believe.
Outstanding and convicted charges. Convicted of 2 counts of assault.
Which they believe to be love bites.
Occasioning bodily harm.
Which they believe it to be love bites, basically.
And the other one is a hung jury on 3 counts of rape.
Yeah. So again,
what's a hung jury?
Basically,
where they can't decide.
Yeah, they can't. Well, let's say 6 people said that he didn't do it, and another maybe
6.
Or it doesn't have to be 6 even. Let's say I think you have to have like a large majority. Maybe I think all of them are meant to.
The jury was unable to reach a unanimous verdict on 3 of the rape charges. As a assault, he could potentially face a retrial on these specific counts.
But I think they're gonna just throw it out.
If it's like British law, this was in Australia, yeah? Or New Zealand?
Australia.
Then as long as one of the 12 jurors doesn't believe they're guilty.
That's how it is over there.
It's how it is here.
In majority of places.
I'm assuming
it's the same in America.
Yeah,
it has to. Everybody has to agree.
It has to be unanimous
for it to go.
But it was in New Zealand. Australia. Okay, sorry.
Australia. So anyway,
Fair enough.
I've been following the case. The same way I was kind of following what's his one's name?
It wasn't Dampton, was it?
No.
Michael Ward.
These the young British actors. I'm afraid they all just getting put in the same basket.
But anyway, so again, when you go through the court case and you go through the actual proceedings, it's so mad. When you first hear somebody's rape charges or whatever, you just hear the amount of charges they've been done for.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like they're guilty. How can you be charged with 10 counts of rape? Blah, 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 blah. And then when you actually get to the trial and start listening to the trial and the details, then you understand why they get all of these rape charges. And then you get to see what they actually charged for and what's going on. So Young Philly's one, what has been said is that they definitely had consensual sex because she said that herself.
Yeah.
Right. So he found her in a club, linked her, said, "Well, go on." She said, "Well, what's going on?" He said, "Do you want to come home?" She came home with him. She tried to say that in the club he sexually assaulted her in the club. So like he put his hand on her top and then her bottoms or whatever. He just said he put a hand around her waist. Either way, she went home with him. They had sex. Within the sex, she said he got really rough. He choked her, did a few other things, whatever. And then she said that some of the sex was then not consensual. I don't know what happened. And then she left about an hour later. Now, all accounts, I don't know what happened. Obviously, I wasn't there. But from what they've ascertained is that she came out the house. She called her brethren, asked her to get a cab, was saying that she had a good time with him, blah, 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 blah. Nothing sounded like it was untoward. She said, "I don't need the cab anymore." I think he must have got the cab for her. She asked for food. I don't know if he got her the food or not. Either way, she got home. Apparently, her aunt saw all of the marks that he had on the body and then said that she should go to the hospital. I would report him to the police for what he's done. She apparently, at the beginning, she said there's nothing. He didn't do anything. But then the aunt was like, "You should." And then that's how it all started.
Apparently how? Who said that? Because if it's just the aunt and her, she's saying, "Oh, I accused him of rape, but I didn't accuse him of rape." And there's the aunt saying...
No, she's saying to the aunt, that's what I heard. That she said to the aunt, "I don't think that we need to go." And the aunt was like, "You got all damaged, you all got bruises on you, you should go to the police about it." Basically, the aunt saw her and was like, "What's all of these
I understand
bruises?"
the scenario.
Then what are you asking me?
Because she went to court and said that he raped me, but when my aunt said...
I don't know. I don't know. But that's one of the things I heard. So I can't give you... I'm not a lawyer. I wasn't in the court.
I'm not even asking you.
I don't know all of the details
already. But you're scrunching up your face what I'm asking. I'm just repeating. This is what doesn't make sense.
Okay. Well, let me go through it, please, before you stop me. And then ask me questions if after. Because I just want to try and remember as much as I can without having to keep going back to think about it. So then... See, now I don't know what else now. So then anyways... So that was what I believe the case was about. That's how it came through. She then reported him. He then got arrested, and he's been waiting on remand or whatever for the past almost 2 years before his court case. And now the court case has happened. Again, as Mr. Wolf said, there's still got a hung jury for 3 cases. They could probably just, like the prosecution can just say, the evidence doesn't look like we're going to win this. We're just going to get rid. And again, the damages that they said that she's got in her body, they believe to be love bites. So that one, they might just let him go. I don't know how it's going to go with that. They're going to sentence him for that at one point. But the reason why I was bringing this up is because a lot of people now are saying, if anybody knows who Young Philly is, you usually know Young Philly to be alongside people like Chunks and Harry Pinero and all of these group of guys that
the Beta Squad
would do it together. I don't know what the name of their crew is, but there's a crew of them basically.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the Beta Squad.
There's a crew of them. And since the case has happened, you don't really see them they don't talk about Young Philly. It's just almost excommunicated. And a lot of people are like, they're your bridges. You see, how's it going to be now that he's been cleared that they're going to, what's going to happen now, blah, 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 blah. And I just thought to myself, if you was in that situation, I want to know the both situations at what you'd do. If you were the one that was accused, how would you behave? And if you're the one that, with regards to your colleagues, friends, whatever, that's kind of in the business getting famous, and how would you want them to react to you in that situation? What would you want from them?
If I was the accused, how would I?
Yeah, let's say that you were the accused, and we are having a podcast now, yeah, and our podcast is getting to a point where it's becoming a bit more famous. A lot more people are listening to us, and you've been accused of doing this thing. how would you want us to deal with the situation, and how would you deal with the situation?
I don't know. I'm going on the assumption that I'm an innocent man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, how would I behave? I don't know. I've tried to just be myself, I guess. I don't think I would do anything differently. Maybe it would be best, perhaps, for the sake of the podcast, for me, maybe to back away. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to take a little gardening leave, is what they call it. You know, it may be beneficial, but I would talk that out between the three of you before I do that. In terms of how I would want my guys to react, my family, my people, or are you asking how I would react if it was you?
Both. I want both. Not how you, but what would you expect from the people that your
assuming,
friends or colleagues?
Again, that I'm innocent and that I feel I haven't done anything wrong. And once I tell my side of the story, I would hope that my people would trust what I'm saying.
Okay, but how would you want them to react publicly?
Oh, publicly? Ooh.
Like, would you want us to come on this podcast and say, you know, you may have heard what's happening with Mr. Wolf,
I think it's something,
Cyber or whatever, yeah. We wholeheartedly back our boy. He can't be here because of the situation, but we wholeheartedly back him.
See, that's a bit techie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I have a thing about celebrities voicing things, and I think it's really important. Case in point, Tyler. For example, we mentioned Tyler. I think I mentioned on our podcast.
South African Tyler?
Yeah, the South African Tyler. We all know what has happened in South Africa recently. And I called out, what's my man's name? The guy that done the talk show.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, so I called out Trevor Noah. And Tyler, I believe that her concert in Nigeria has been cancelled.
Yeah, she cancelled her concert. Boy.
Right, because there's a lot of uproar. Because people are feeling that you are in a position where you can say something. And even if you say something, that actually could save somebody's life. It could do. Do you get what I'm saying? One person that is in South Africa on the ground may hear that and think, you know what, let me allow this person today. Who knows? But in this type of scenario, I do think it's slightly different because I would have the discussion between the three of us first. And I think that it's important. And I believe that young Philly and his boy Chunks,
I believe so as well,
that they would have spoken. How would you want me to speak? Or how do we feel is the best way for you to communicate, or maybe not even communicate, for you to, because you two have got a career. Like, he's got a career. He's got a livelihood. He's got money to make. He's got bills to pay. So I honestly wouldn't expect my boys to come out and say, you know, I'm backing my boy or whatever the case may be.
Wait.
Yeah, because it could be detrimental to you, even though I'm innocent. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you know, we know what the people are like. You know, so I would, I don't know what the term would be or how we would decide that you're going to say what you're going to say, but it wouldn't be a complete distancing, but at the same time, it wouldn't be you saying that I'm back, my boy. Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle without putting yourself at risk for anything, if that makes sense. And I think Chunks has done that. He's kind of not said much. And I think some people have got this thing about him not saying something.
They have. A lot of people are complaining like, you didn't back him. Now that he's innocent, what, you got to be on his back now, you got to be back to being bridges with him after you didn't back him. I want to trust you, blah, 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 blah. But I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
What would you do, Stab? Okay, Simple Simon, what would you do? I'm still going to ask you the question again after that.
Still very similar to what Mr. Wolf has said. I would distance myself from the podcast, for starters, because I would feel that as far as business is concerned, I know how that operates. I know how that world operates, or have an insight into it. And it's not now about whether or not I'm innocent. It's about, optics kind of thing. So for that, I wouldn't want to mess with anybody's bag at all. And then as far as what the statement that the podcast is going to make, I don't think that the podcast should necessarily be making a statement about that. So
you just leave the airwaves and we just don't mention it at all?
I would be all right with you saying, yeah, Simple Simon's not here for obvious reasons because people are gonna know, innit? And I would be all right with you just leaving it at that. You don't have to go into any what the obvious reasons are, what have you. People, again, as part of the show, or people who are listening to the show, someone who doesn't know will either go and do the research, or they'll be screaming at the speaker, going, "What's the obvious reason?" kind of thing. But I wouldn't want you to elaborate on that, because whether you like it or not, like Mr. Wolf mentioned, whether you like it or not, what's the Nigerian saying? You can't get stew on, or you can't get palm oil on one finger without contaminating the rest of the hand. So it's not about whether the person's innocent or guilty or nothing like that. Just the fact that it's splashed is gonna impact the rest of you. So
damage has already been done in some ways.
But if you don't say anything, that's almost as bad as saying something in certain people's.
You can't please everybody, though, innit?
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, you lot are just silent on this matter," so that means that you're complicit.
It could potentially, like, I'm not saying that there's a right way to angle this, because basically what I've learned over time is that, especially with media houses and media companies and that kind of thing, people will spin narratives however they want to spin narratives. So even, again, you don't know whether the person is guilty or innocent. Even if their character is not like the rest of the characters on that podcast, and everybody has...
Who doesn't know?
Huh?
Who doesn't know?
As in, you're in the middle of the trial, so you haven't... This innocent or guilty doesn't come out yet. I mean, I'm talking about as a trial.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, even if your characters, the other members of the podcast, are not... Like, there's going to be one person that people will listen to and they'll be like... If someone was going to do something that's a bit dodgy, it might be that person. But because there isn't any accusations of it, I'm not going to throw that on them. And then they hear something like this, and they might be like, "Oh, I'm surprised at who it is," or "I'm not surprised at who it is because I would or wouldn't have expected that from that individual." But then they will create their own narrative after that. It's like, "Oh, if this guy's done this, these guys are being quite tight. We've been listening to them all this time. They sound like they're quite tight. They do a lot of stuff together. So how could he have done this without them knowing about it? Were they there?" Like, the narrative just goes in the direction. So you can't control that.
This one is a bit different because obviously he did it in Australia, and I don't think Chunks was even there. But
he was.
Yeah, he don't need to be there.
He was on his music tour or whatever.
He don't need to be there, though.
Yeah, but to say that,
that's his boy.
But no, but they're saying when he was saying stuff like, how does he know that how could he not know that he done it? How would I know if I wasn't there?
Mate, there's a lot of idiots out there, though, bro.
Some people might say, "All right, yeah, you weren't there. How could you not know that he done it? Because you guys have been rolling for however long. This can't have been the first time he's done it."
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing that people were gonna be talking about.
So you can't control that. The idea is they are going to say something. So even if you don't make a statement, yes, it could cause them to continue and write their own narrative. If you do make a statement, they'll still continue and write their own narrative. So for your own peace, I would caution on the side of you not saying anything. Like you said, we can't talk about it because it's in throw at the moment. That's it. Done.
Okay. So what would you do? Or what would you want done, and what would you do?
I don't know.
Okay, think then. Give yourself a hypothetical of what you may decide to do. What came to your brain when I asked the question?
First, I said I'll back off in my head, and then I said I don't know if I'd back off. So that's me if I was the one accused. And then same thing what I thought with you guys. First I thought you should just distance yourself. And then I thought, why distance yourself? And then why the state of my head? And then I said, I don't know which side I'd come down.
Also, you have to understand that when I'm saying the distancing, I'm talking about as far as the podcast is concerned.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not expecting
just public facing.
Public facing. I'm not expecting you, man, to now distance yourself from me as a friend. Like that's.
So we all go dinner. We should still have to invite you outside.
Why not?
Like, if a man gets married, I'm still gonna tell the guy to come to the wedding, and that's kind of a public setting as well.
Well, for me, it's very similar.
Yeah, if you're seeing me in public, what's the difference with that in the podcast?
Well, maybe because you're gonna have some people there that maybe don't know my friend, as we've ascertained. Like, you met people at my wedding, and
and they'll be like, "Oh, this how dare Mr. Wolf's at your wedding, bro? I'm not coming."
Well, they don't need to know whether this person's coming.
Yeah, but when you get there, they might decide. So wait. So I'm on the same table as Mr. Wolf, the whatever.
Could be, yeah.
They might decide they don't want to sit down with you no more.
Well, to be honest, I think
you might cause more a disruption to the
I
wedding.
think possibly, but they're coming for me. Ultimately, they're coming for me, and that's fine. They're coming for me, and they're coming for my wife to be. What I would do, because when you're planning a wedding like you guys have, you think about every possibility, and I would have arranged a table. I'd have arranged a table for this individual to be on, and I might even tell the people this person is going to be on your table. If they then, this is something that I may do. It's not something that I will do. So it's the kind of thing you have a discussion with your fiance and what have you, get advice from your bros and say, this is what I'm planning to do. I'm going to tell the people that this person is going to be on your table. This is my friend who I consider to be my family. He's been accused. He's not guilty as far as I'm concerned. So if you've got a problem with him being at the table, then you've got a problem. You're not obligated to be at my wedding. That's it.
I don't think I'll go to your wedding.
That's cool.
Not because, and I'm talking about if I was the person accused.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Because I'll be like, I don't want to. This is your big day.
That's the backing away again, isn't it?
If this is your big day, and I don't want to now take away from your big day.
You answer your own question.
Because let me just finish up talking about this part. Because not only you, it's also your wife, and your wife doesn't know me as much as you do, and it's her big day, and I don't want to then taint that big day with people now looking around thinking, rah, Mr. Wolf is invited Big Wala now.
Fair.
And he's going through this type of thing, like, especially in that type of case. If it was like a murder case or something like that, I might turn up. But if it's something like when you're talking about, sexual assault, rape, as they like to call it these days, because you're not supposed to use rape. I don't know. I think it gets you banned or whatever. Or anything to do with paedophilia. Any of that type of stuff, it's techie, innit? So,
have you finished your answer, by the way?
His answer was very, I don't know. So,
no, I get it though.
If I was on the podcast, I'll probably. It depends on how stubborn I'm going to be, but I probably think I'd back away because I'm trying to do the best thing for everyone. But if it's one of you guys, I don't think I'll be one of those people that would just be like, no, I won't say nothing. If I believe you, which I would believe you, I'm backing you. I'll say it straight. I'll say I don't think my boy did this. He's obviously left the podcast because of situations. He doesn't want to, bring all of the whatever that comes alongside it to the podcast, and I appreciate that. But I'm telling you now that I back my boy, and I don't think he's done this. I've known him for how many years? This is not his character. Hopefully, the courts will reveal all, and he'll be vindicated.
Exonerated, yeah.
And if it's not the case, and something comes out that's a madness, and I have to then go about my word, then I don't know my boy. Then fair enough, but I don't think that's the case. So I'm backing you publicly.
Okay.
I think.
And you would do that on the podcast?
I'll do it on the podcast. As long as everyone's happy for me to say that on the podcast.
Okay.
Why would I not do it on the podcast?
No, I hear you. And then, so you've given yourself the disclaimer that...
I've hanged myself if something happens, basically.
Not really, because you've given a disclaimer. You said that and I was wrong. But
yeah, I'm happy to say I'm wrong. But I don't want to happy. I would say I won't be happy to say I'm wrong because if that means he's done something that thingy. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong.
Yeah. I hear that. No, I get that angle.
I'm not just letting people think that I'm all right with people believing in any way, shape, or form that my boy's like that. That I think that, because I don't.
I'd be inclined to do similar as well.
That makes sense.
No, yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna be doing it every week.
Yeah, of course not.
You're free simple Simon, but
you'll say you're one.
When it comes at the beginning of that thing happens, when you're talking about the fact that you've left, I'm going to say that, and I'm going to be like, that's my boy. I've known him since I was 16 years of age. I've never known him to be in that way inclined. I don't believe him to be that way inclined. I don't believe that my knowledge of somebody's behavior is that wow, that I wouldn't see this. So.
Yeah. Go on.
I said, I don't anyone could do anything. I don't think he's done that.
So, question now, in addition to all of this, should the person who's been accused, who's decided that they're going to step away, should they actually announce that themselves, or should it be something that is left to the other people that are on the podcast?
I think the other people should do it.
I don't think he needs to mention he's stepping away either.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just step away.
Okay, fair enough. That seems to be the protocol that has aroused in media, whether it's news, more social or whatever media you want to call it, or old-fashioned, old school.
So you just don't mention it at all?
What happens is the person that is accused doesn't mention anything. They disappear.
Okay, and
then the remaining people choose to whether it's a written statement on a media forum or it's on the program or radio show itself where they say such and such is stepping back due to situations and concerns, and our thoughts are with everyone concerned. And next on the news is such and such and such kind of thing.
Would it? I'm thinking about this podcast in particular. Would it not be in line with what we done to, like you say, oh yeah, this person's not here this week. That's what we normally say. The person's not here this week, and then you announce who is here, and then after a couple of weeks, you're just not announcing the person as being here anymore.
Nah, when something's that big, I'll just
say it. Okay.
I'll just say it.
So this is where I'm not media trained, so I don't know all of this other stuff.
For me, it's not even a case of being media trained. It just makes sense, isn't it? Everyone knows that this person is going to court, or you would assume majority of people that are listening may know that this person is going to court.
Yeah.
I'll explain. We'll just say this is obviously, if you don't know, this thing has happened. This person, while this is happening, this person is no longer going to be available for the podcast. And that would be your statement if you just want to do it.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'll say I don't believe that this person is done this. If I don't believe themselves done it.
Yeah, fair.
And that would be it.
Fair.
Like if there's things that I wouldn't do that for. Like if somebody said to me, somebody was drink driving and they hit the person,
yeah,
I'll ask you.
Yeah.
But I might not be all gung-ho like he wasn't drinking because they probably gave you a breathalyzer test that he was drunk.
Yeah.
Like you probably didn't think he was drunk, but he was drunk. Basically.
Yeah.
But something like this, I'll be like, nah, I don't think my boy's done.
No, I hear it. That's very discerning. I do appreciate that.
I wouldn't say anything if the podcast was as is now. No one listened. We have about 14 listeners, and one of us has done something that we're not famous, and they decide to step back. Then it's not necessarily worth mentioning. So it would be just the three of us are here, and leave out the name of the person who's not here. They're not here this week, and then every week they're not here this week. They're not here this week. They're not here this week.
Okay, fair enough.
If they're not famous enough for it to come up on a blip on the radar.
Okay.
But I guess there does.
You'd be surprised.
Once you become a celebrity of sorts, you do belong to the streets to some extent.
Belong to the streets.
Where it's not like you can say, "Oh, I don't want." Especially if you chose the life, if you chose to be famous or popular, and then something happens and it's like, I don't want you to be in my business. Well, you made the wrong choice then.
I also, with these kind of things, unfortunately, fortunately, or however it is, it's inconvenient, I guess. When you are in the case, they give a context of who you are in it. So they will say that the this, the that, that's the this. So even if you weren't known necessarily before, the case might make you known for that stuff as well.
Yeah. All it takes is one person to say, this person from the ESN podcast has done this, and then people are like, what's ESN podcast?
Yeah, and that's it.
And then that's the thing. And then they start following it, going through all of the...
How come he's got 76,000 listeners this
and then you start going back through the things, and then you start noticing the things that they said that could link to whatever it is.
And problems.
Oh, Stavros.
Problems, bro.
What's Stavros? What did I do?
Can you imagine if somebody said that, Stavros
Said
boss...
bare things,
Stavros boss removed her wig forcefully. Something like this. He would be there.
And he was accused of kicking her down the stairs.
Yeah, kicking her down the stairs whilst removing her wig forcefully. They will have so much like sound bites.
Yeah, not for rape though.
No, for actual
assault and battery.
Yeah.
Oh well, boy.
Yeah.
What did he do? He ripped off my weave and kicked me down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I hope she burns in hell.
It's so easy for somebody to take things that you say on a podcast, snip it up.
I'll get done for laughing as well.
And bare things that you could just snip it up and just be like, this person.
A good editor could finish you, bruv.
All of us will be finished at one point. Every single one of us could be finished in this podcast for something we have said that they could just chop up and make it sound like it's something that we did.
It's true.
Yeah, I am a good editor, so watch yourselves.
Nah, you can't be bothered, bruv. Trust me.
Revenge is sweet.
Listen, all of that stuff in the past that we've said about certain things, we would get finished for. Season 1, we would get destroyed.
Finished.
I would like to
think that
Of
the things
what-
that I said then.
of
I
what's
could
the
say
worst
now.
thing I said.
That you said.
Yeah. I think it's jokes about disabled people. I think that's the
we're
that's the
going to
that's the,
hell
that's
for
the
that.
worst thing I've did.
Oh, we are.
But it
going
was-
You
to-
laughing
but
there,
it-
Simple Simon.
and
The audio can't see you laughing. sir.
and it was still funny. If I was a comedian, I would do that joke on stage.
it was.
Yeah, well, with comedy, there's no bounds. is there?
But that one, the hell.
Okay.
If we get to the if there is actually a judge and they're going through the list, that is the one that he will look and be like,
He'd giggle as well.
You know what could
Or
save
she,
us?
He or she. It's funny.
You know what could save us? What does our podcast come up as?
Entertainment.
David, not comedy.
See, we put it as comedy, and then everything
It
changes
used to
now.
be, season 1 was comedy.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know.
So stand up, baby.
I know exactly what I'm gonna get done for.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
What is it? You wanna?
Because
You wanna enlighten us
and
again?
it'll be even worse because at one point, if you listen to season 2 or whatever, and you lot always say I'm the woman, whatever, the woman this, the woman thing. The way that we talk about stuff about his assault on him.
Oh, see, you won't get done for that.
Oh yeah, we will, bro.
Nobody cares about that.
Oh no, we will because we kept on calling you Anna Bay.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna get done for. Because that they're gonna say, well, you were just making light of somebody else's assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get him.
Everyone is allowed to make it.
Nah, we did it a lot.
What's it?
We called you the person's name for constant time. Like it was not. It's not right. It wasn't right.
The woman was Ike.
No. The man was like,
No, but in your scenario,
Oh, okay, yeah. The woman was
okay.
like,
Yeah, well, it's what it is.
and you was anime.
I don't.
You held your own in the car, though.
So I held my own in the car. I can't remember the film anymore. But she,
this is what I'm saying. This is what we're gonna get told. This is what this is the thing we're talking about.
she fought back in the car.
she fought back
Okay.
in
This is what we're gonna get told. I'm saying you would have carry on. See how Super Simon's quiet. He was gay from employment, boy. This is what they need problems.
Yeah, but if the person that you're joking about is there in your face, then it's different.
No, because we don't. As I said,
like-
it's
it's
not,
not like a
you
third
they
party.
care about. It's the other person that they care about.
Or what?
Yeah, but he's the one that got abused.
Yeah, but we're making light of women abuse.
No, we're making light
I'm
of.
making light of him.
No, but by using that woman, you're making light of women's abuse.
I know. And
I know what he's going down for.
I would disagree.
And disclaimer.
You can disagree with what you want.
We, as a podcast, do not advocate any kind of abuse in any way, let alone domestic abuse.
Everyone, you're gonna be done for, even though you don't necessarily think like it is. The homosexuals and the LGBTQ will be coming for you. Yes.
Why?
And him as well, Stab, by the way.
What have I done?
Because they're going to call you a turf or whatever they call it. And Simple Simon is going to be the one that's going to be taking us all off the air, and he knows why.
Not just him, maybe even me as well.
Yeah, he knows why, actually. Yeah, and he knows why.
Rev 29s, yeah?
I don't know what we call it these days.
Rev 29s, bruv.
Never. Oh, Revelation.
Revelation 29. Do you know Rev 29? Rev 29 and Rev 39.
I don't know these things off the top of my head, man.
My thing is books of Leviticus.
Shall we get our Bibles out? Let me read Revelation 2:19.
Is it going to cause problems?
Well, it's the Bible.
Is it going to cause problems?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, you know what's in there.
Whilst you're looking, I'm going to play a scene from The West Wing.
it won't be difficult for me to.
It's quite a long scene actually. But
Are we going to get caught?
Let me play the thing. Let me read the thing. I know your works, tribulation and poverty, but you are rich, and I know the blasphemy of those who say they are, but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan.
God damn.
Yeah, people who say they are, but are not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave that word out. And Revelation 3:9. Go to Revelation 3:9. It's very similar. Simple Simon. You may have a look at that one. Get our Bibles out. Revelation 3:9.
Yeah, so we're all going to get done for something.
Indeed, I'll make those of the synagogue of Satan who say they are, but are not,
and
but
please.
lie. Indeed, I will make them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you.
Please, do you not think I'm not past putting it all on Webslinger? Because he's not here.
You're not doing what?
Don't think I'm past putting it all on Webslinger.
It was him.
It was Webslinger.
He was the spirit of webs.
I'm not going to get done because I'm going to claim everything I said and stand 10 toes. If I've done it, I've done it. And if I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. End of story. I've done nothing
But
wrong.
they said does that mean if you're gonna get done or not? That's still gonna done you, innit?
People talk about things anyway, man.
All right, let me.
You might actually pick up a new community. People might, I like Stavros for what he said. He meant it. It'd be like Harry Redknapp. Have you seen what Harry Redknapp's been saying about the immigrants?
He's been saying. Oh God.
What did he say?
Harry Redknapp said, it's a bit much now. You can't go anywhere. I'm in Bournemouth now. I'm looking around all of Bournemouth. There are no English people there at all anymore.
Oh,
and I was thinking, you know what I had to say? You have, of everyone in the whole of the UK, you have the biggest cheek because you hired every immigrant known to man to play for football. Yeah, you are the king of the immigrant.
And because of those immigrants came over because of him.
He's the only, every team that he had, when AFCON was on, he was the one that was sweating because half the team will be gone. Because he had so many immigrants in his team and he's talking about there's too many of them coming over. He was trending today. I was like, what's Harry Redknapp trending for? There he's on GBMT or whatever that racist news one is. And his GB News or whatever it is.
Yeah, GB News.
And he was, there's too much of them coming over, blah, 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 blah. I think it's in response to what happened with, it's in response to what happened to Spain.
I don't have an issue with white people saying that. I always say.
But did you see what happened in Spain?
With the fire?
And Morocco?
No. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Spain.
Okay.
So it's basically Spain, the president must have said he's allowing immigrants, a million immigrants to come in the country, whatever, yeah?
All right.
And then they just basically rushed the gates.
Immigrants?
The Moroccan immigrants swam over whatever sea they swam over and rushed Spain.
Oh, wow.
Because he said that you can come.
Yeah, you see them running in the streets, running through the thing, like hundreds of them just running into the country.
It's interesting that you would say that.
What?
Because even if you did he announce it or
it's like an announcement. I can't remember what it's for. It'll be easier if I could read it, but it was like an announcement to say basically there's we're allowing a million.
All right, that's different. When you said he said it, it's like a man just stood on in front of
10 toes down. We let immigrants in this bitch, man.
But if it's part of some bill that they're passing that we're increasing numbers of such and such from 750,000 to 1 million per a year or something like that.
Look at the video.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not AI?
No, I don't. It's been going around a load of people.
Yeah, that looks, and that could be something.
I thought it was fake as well, but I've been seeing bare different things.
It could be from 2 years ago, from some revolution or some riot or something like that.
Nah, because it's like on the news. Like it's news that these people, even if it's not that.
When did this happen?
Like today or yesterday.
Okay.
So it says. I forgot what you said. It's the Prime Minister that said it. I need to find out exactly what the wording was.
He basically needs personnel to put out the wildfires.
He didn't say it for the fires.
No, he didn't say it for the fires. But I'm saying that's basically what we realize now in Europe, that we need people to put out the wildfires.
Well, I'm sure they can find firefighters. I'm sure.
Yeah, not a million of them.
You don't need a million firefighters.
500,000.
All right, because this is looking.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I was looking for Redknapp, but anyway.
Go on.
All right. In this scene, you have so this is West Wing, popular program from 2 decades ago. You have the president who served his 2 terms in America. He's a Democratic president. Go on.
They said 60,000 migrants crossed into the Spanish North African
big
enclave
news
from Morocco.
All right.
At least 57 people died on the surge. 60,000 people. On a Friday evening, more than 48,000 had voluntarily returned to Morocco, though.
Double-cheeked up. It's what he said I want to know.
It's a football match worth of people.
All right. So you have the Democratic president of America. He served his 2 terms. There is
Democratic president
of America. This is a scene I'm playing from the West Wing.
Okay, sorry.
So you have the Democratic president eating ice cream with the Republican nominee that wants to be president next time round. Taking into account the president he's eating ice cream with can't be the president next time, so there's another Democratic nominee.
So he knows he's not going to be president in the next.
Yeah, he knows he's not going to be president.
But he's the current president.
He's the current president. Obviously, he's backing his Democratic person to do it. But the Republican, so obviously, we're talking about old times now, where you could be civil with people from the other side. You could sit down in the White House and eat ice cream with them. whilst discussing something. So the Democratic president is very, very religious, and the Republican is he's I don't know if he's agnostic like me or if he's, what's the one that most people claim they are?
Atheist.
Or if he's atheist, but he's non-religious, right? And so they're having a discussion based on that. You're gonna have to figure out who's who. In fact, before I play it, there's a little back and forth going in terms of they respect each other, and you'll notice a couple of times in the conversation where it's a civil conversation, but one kind of like crosses the line just a little bit, and what you see is that they retreat after the person kind of like tells them in so many words, I think you crossed the line, and then what you see is they step back a little bit. So I just want to point that out, just because I think it's an important part of the scene actually.
Good days and bad days.
Okay.
How's your health? Good days and bad days. Good days aren't as good as they used to be. Kind of like a speeded up version of aging. You've had better days, huh? Whatever happened to separation of church and state? It's hanging in there. But I'm afraid the Constitution doesn't say anything about the separation of church and politics.
You saying that's a good thing?
I'm saying it's the way it is. Always has been.
You think the voter really needs to know if I go to church?
I don't need to know, but then I'm not going to vote for you anyway. It's not up to us to decide what the voters get to use in evaluating us.
A little odd coming from someone who wasn't exactly completely open about his health.
That was a big mistake.
Was it? What did we know about Lincoln's health when he was running? Nothing. Washington, Jefferson. What about FDR's health? And when he died in office, did people say, gee, why didn't he tell us he was sick? No. Did they say, I wish I didn't vote for him? No.
I don't know how you plan to handle this religious thing in the campaign.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us.
I could find a way to let it slip. I think a candidate's religion or how often he goes to church is not relevant to choosing a president.
You're going to say that on the way into church?
Are you accusing me of politicizing church-going?
You've had an awful lot of photo ops on the church steps.
I went to Mass every Sunday long before I went into politics.
I did too.
Why'd you stop?
One Christmas, my wife gave me a very old edition of the King James Bible. 17th century. It was a real find for a book collector. It was a thrill just to hold it. Then I read it.
You can't take it literally.
Yeah, well, that's what my priest friends kept telling me. But the more I read it, the less I could believe. I could not believe there was a God who said that the penalty for working on the Sabbath was death. I couldn't believe there was a God who said the penalty for adultery was death.
I'm more of a New Testament man myself.
I couldn't believe that there was a God who had no penalty for slavery. The Bible has no problem with slavery at all. Lincoln could have used a little help from the Bible.
You think Lincoln was an atheist?
I hope not. That would mean all his references to God were just purely political.
He didn't make any until he started running for office.
No. He certainly was a doubter.
What about you?
You gonna try to save my soul?
Sorry.
Let's just say I struggled for a long time with that book. And then finally, I just gave up the struggle.
The only thing you can pray for in this job is the strength to get through the day. You can try coffee if you want, but prayer works better for me. Try a pistachio.
Who's gonna save my soul now?
I should send that to people when they ask me why I'm not religious.
And they'll send you 100 other things back.
They can send me 100. But it wasn't until I read the Bible that I left the church.
That's interesting.
And it was similar to this thing. I know a bunch of, like I say, I like being able to fight both sides of the coin. And with theology. At the time, anyways, back then, I was good enough to do at least to a small level. I've never been high end martial artist, but I could do a little kick and punch kind of thing.
How much percentage wise do you think of the people that go to church have actually read the Bible from front to back?
5.
Not many. But what was the context behind you playing that? Just randomly?
Because I said I wanted to play it. We were talking about something that was applicable, and then we went off in another direction. But
applicable to what though?
The Bible stuff.
When you was reading your Bible verses.
Oh, okay. And then you just...
That popped into my head.
Okay, cool. Nah, not many, definitely.
Which I find interesting, because if you're going to be going to church every week on a Sunday, I would hope that you've read the Bible to be going. Like, you just...
It's as I said to a few people, narrow is the path to righteousness and wide is the path to condemnation, something like that. So even if there's 1,000 people that are worshipping Christ, only a small amount of those people are going to make it, because most of the people that are maybe following the word are just not doing the right thing. And to read it from front to back, anyone can read a book from front to back, but to actually take things in the manner or read it in the manner that it's supposed to be read.
How do you know how it's supposed to be read?
Sorry?
How do you know how it's supposed to be read?
Because of exegesis. Like you could read a passage from Exodus and just say, he removed people from slavery and took them out of bondage and blah, blah, blah. But then there's some real deep context to those passages. I mean, I do a Bible study, and then when I hear how some people actually do their exegesis, do the study of certain passages, it makes you realize that most people are not actually studying the Bible. You can read anything. You can read a book, but not most people are actually studying the book itself.
And I find that's one of the big things I find difficult. And I used to find it difficult all the time, right to the point when I was at school. I used to hate English exams. I used to be very good at them, but I used to hate them because, as far as I'm concerned, what made you decide that that's what the writer meant if the writer himself has not said that? So they'll be like, this means this about this book. So if Mice and Men, when he was talking about this in the book, he meant this, and this is what they mean by this, and this is the thing behind this. And I'm like, did the author tell you that? Well, no, it's from our theory and our study of the book. So you just made that decision. Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, if God hasn't told you, this is what I meant. This is the problem with me, yeah, and religion in certain ways. God's meant to be literal. He's like, this is what I'm literally telling you this.
That's not the case.
Well, from Old Testament, he was very literal, right? And then suddenly he started to be unliteral. This is what this guy's saying here, basically. And then suddenly now, because you want to interpret it to your new way of living, or to change it to amend to what you believe it would be, because how can it actually mean that? It doesn't make any sense. Now it's been interpreted in a different way than potentially how God they wanted the interpretation to be, and that's what I find difficult. People like to pick and choose how they decide to interpret the Bible, and they use, in fact, not just the Bible, any religious text, and how it suits them and what it suits for that time and what their agenda is, and that's why I was just like, So you could read the Bible and you can take what you want from it in one way. As what type of church are you?
I don't really co-sign to any kind of...
so you're just Christian?
Yeah, any kind of denomination.
Fair enough. But then you got Church of England that might look at it one way. Yeah. Then you got Catholics that look at it another way.
And that's part of the problem.
And then you got Pentecostals that look at it another way.
And that is the problem in itself. Like...
who knows what the true way is?
It's even the book itself speaks about separation and denominations, not the actual term itself. But it's not supposed to be like that. God never wanted denominations. Man created that. So as I said, you could have 100 people that claim to be Christians. Maybe 2 or 3 are going to be practicing it the way they're supposed to be. So
but man created the Bible.
When you look at Exodus, for example, and then you look at Genesis, the word of God was spoken to certain people, and then they put it down on written text.
So again,
so it's very much
their interpretation of what God said.
Well, God will, to my understanding, will make sure that your interpretation is correct, because He's giving them instructions. So the first 4 or 5 books is instruction. It's the Torah. So to me anyway, God is not going to give you instructions, and then if you've got the instructions wrong, he's going to be happy with the way that you've interpreted his instructions. It has to be correct. So the first 4, 5 books especially are instructions of the book of the Torah, and that's Moses. So, I mean, with these kind of discussions, I always like to have a theologian, someone who is very much in tune to what they know and what they understand, because you're not going to get all the answers from me. And also on the other side,
I don't think I'm going to get all the answers on it either.
I'm not saying that you suggested it. I'm just saying that, like, me being the one person that may have some kind of idea, and then someone on the other side who may be an atheist or maybe a agnostic would. This is why I love to have. That's why I love to watch the debates. I like to see these people, very intelligent individuals who know the Bible, who know Scientology, who know Islam and all of these other religions, and they can have a conversation where these kind of questions that people may pose get answered properly.
The reason it can never, or I don't feel it can never be solid with me, is because whatever house you're speaking of is built on sand. The sand being this is your theory. You earlier on you said what they know, and I'll be like, you don't know, you think. And so we go down. When I state that to somebody,
it's not what you think. The Bible tells us.
Yeah, but you still think. But that's the same with science.
Again,
let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Again with the thinking thing, like this is the thing that some people have. There is actual evidence.
You gotta let him finish.
But I'll let him finish. But in terms of this thinking idea that people just got things out of thin air. I mean, there's.
You kind of just told me somebody got something out of thin air.
No, but I'm just saying that there are certain people in, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years of times gone by, and people believe that these people existed.
Yeah.
And there are.
That's not what I'm querying, by the way.
I'm just saying that there are historical accounts that these people exist.
That's fine. That's not the issue.
No one's saying that the people don't exist, but doesn't mean that what they're saying is the gospel of God. For me, it's
anyway,
like you don't know.
Carry on.
If you're not there and you can't see it, or the person God's not telling you, then you can't 100% in your brain say to that person that you're right. The same way that I believe, but this is the thing.
Just let him make his
I'm the
point.
same with science, though. So I'm with both. I don't do this with just faith.
And that's fine. Go on. Just finish your point.
The statement would be somewhere along the lines of, during the conversation, is this is what you feel, or this is what you feel. It's not what you know. It's what you think you know, which is fine. And they go down one road. They say, no, I know this is true. You know it's true. I know it's true. Okay, cool. Then I have to disregard everything you're saying after that, or take it with a pinch of salt, because you don't know it's true. You think it's true, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with thinking I'm standing on the floor. There's nothing wrong with thinking I'm breathing in air. That's fine. Maybe in 1,000 years' time, they're going to say, oh, it's something different. Whatever it is. And then if you admit, yes, this is what I think, then again, it's like, yeah, this is what you think. I don't have to think what you think. Because that's just what you think. You don't know. And for me, it's not a problem. This is the issue is when you feel that everybody has to know what you know. And it's like, they can't know what you know, because even you don't know it. You just think you know it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with thinking you know something. That's fine.
Yeah, even if you've got strong evidence, you still think. Well, sorry, 1 second. Do you do that with everything in your life?
No, because I don't have to.
On that argument itself, that argument gets put in debates that I've watched. And, people who are atheists or agnostics, that these are the common things that people say. You think you know, but you don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And there's some people that come back with some very, very strong arguments on those accusations.
Yeah.
And to the point that some people... Accusations or points of view or whatever the case is. And this is the thing, is that for you to have your point of view, it has to be challenged. And that goes on both ways. So this idea of, that it will stop when someone says that they think that they know, but you don't know for sure. And I'm saying that there's some people who know for sure. And then you would ask the question, how do you know for sure? No. And then that's
Before that, I'll probably tell them you can't know for sure.
Well, there you go. That's what you think. You think that they can't know for sure.
Yeah.
How do you know that someone haven't had an encounter with a God or someone that they feel as a divine being?
I don't know.
But there you go. So you don't know
How do you know it's a divine being?
But then, and this is the thing, that these questions will keep getting answered. But for you to say that you don't know for sure, how do you know that they don't know for sure? Do you get what I mean? So we can go around in circles, and this is why I think it's good that people have these kind of conversations and have conversations with people who know the answers to some of the questions. That
but Mr. Wolf, you know me, I'm very open for.
But this is the thing: if you're agnostic, this is what you said you are, isn't it?
Yes.
The whole point of being agnostic is I don't know. So you're telling me, you're telling somebody like Stavros, well, you don't know. He's gonna be like, yeah, I know. That's the whole point. I don't know. The same way I don't think you don't know. The same way I don't think you don't know. The same way I don't think you know. I don't think anybody knows.
No, it's okay for you to feel, for you to be agnostic, but you can't now place that on somebody else.
No, but you're saying to me, you're saying to him, you're like, as an argument point was, how do you not know that I saw God? And he's gonna be like, I don't know. That's the whole point. I don't think anybody knows anything. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna kill me to tell you I don't know. Whereas with you, it breaks down your whole thing to say I don't know. You can't say I don't know because your whole thing is about faith, and your faith is that I know. I know my God is real. I know my God is this. I know my God is that. You cannot say I don't know. Because the minute you say you don't know goes against everything that you believe in. Okay. Whereas with him, he believes in he doesn't know.
I'm not even saying
so. Saying that I don't know is not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not. It's what he already feels that he doesn't know.
Yeah, I know. But what he's saying is that the other person who claims that they know, he's claiming that they don't know
because they don't know.
But how do you know that?
I don't know.
But this.
Well, that's the thing. I'm happy to say I don't know though.
And, yeah, but
I know you don't know.
But that's so. No, but you don't know that. I wish that we were on video now, boy. That would have been perfect.
You can't say both sides. You can't flip both sides of the coin, though.
But you're gonna say that I don't know. I don't know if you know. But I'm going to make an.
I don't think you know.
I can make an assumption. I don't believe that.
And I don't believe you could prove
me that you know.
But unlike many other people, I'm very happy to have that conversation. That's. I'm not running away from that conversation.
Yes, you are. That's good.
Nobody's ever.
You're not ducking smoke.
You know the thing is
because there's no smoke for me to duck. I'm not arguing with anybody. The only thing I'm arguing is that I don't think you know. I just think you feel. I think you've studied.
But you're also arguing. You're also making a point that you also don't know.
Okay. Can I ask a question then? So let's say that you saw this divine being, yeah, and they told you this thing, and then a guy that's Muslim told you the exact same thing.
That's Muhammad right there, boy. That's what happened to Muhammad. Isn't it?
Told you the exact same thing. Who are you now going to tell that person? Well, yours is wrong.
What do you sorry.
So I'm saying to you, Mr. will say to you that somebody could say to you, I saw God, divine being, he spoke to me, he said this, that, and the other. And then you're going to say, I don't know. Whatever. Let's say that you then agree with him. And then right next to you, somebody else said, I had the exact same. Huh?
His son.
It doesn't matter who it is.
But he believes his son. The son, the practicing Christian, comes and says, God came down. I said, I'm Allah. No, Muhammad's my messenger. Yeah, Jesus is one of the prophets. But Muhammad's my guy. And no, it's all about it. And then so he comes down,
our younger brother,
speaks that to your son. And the same day that you
so then
your Christian God comes down.
Then the same day,
Jesus is
but the Muslims is 400 or 500 years later.
No, but what are you saying in general? You're just talking about a random person that told you that. I'm going by your hypothetical that you said. Yeah, that somebody that you said to you, God spoke to me and said that this thing happened. So I'm saying, what if somebody else said the exact same thing, but told you about a different religion? Okay. Am I now meant to say that person knows?
No, like it's not for you to it's down to now for you to prove that they're wrong or not. Like if you're that interested in
so let's say I can't prove both of them are wrong. What happens then?
Then that's down to you, really, isn't it?
I can't prove any religion wrong. Or the major ones, because you're based on faith. How can I prove you wrong?
This is what I'm saying. So for me,
everything is based on faith, really.
Including science.
Which is why I don't argue it. I just say same way I can't argue it. You can't argue it, but you say you can. So let me sit here and listen to you argue.
So people always say to me, I'm a bit of a mad one because I as I said, I think science is a faith, and people are like, how can you think that?
Of course.
But then I don't also. I'm not religious in the religious sense that other people like. So they're like, well, you don't really believe in Jesus and this and that, but you're saying science. I said because I don't know whether or not if you put oxygen with 2 hydrogen or whatever, or 1 hydrogen with 2 oxygen or whatever, you get air or whatever, or water, sorry. How do I know that something doesn't else happen that we just don't know about? Or because we haven't proved it yet, but doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And that's why I say science is a faith. You have faith that this is how it works.
Scientists more or less say that the same thing.
They don't.
They might not put it in those words, but they do. Because they say science is always being questioned until it can't be questioned anymore.
No, some of them are very, no, this is how it happened.
No,
there is no other thing. There is no other thing that happens.
Science, the whole point of science is that this is what we believe to be true until it's proved otherwise.
Yeah, and it has been disproved a number of times.
But that point at the end, because a devout religious person is not saying until it can be proved otherwise.
Yeah, that's
a science person will say, so Pluto is a planet. It's a planet. There's always asterisks at the end of everything they say until it's proved otherwise. And then 100 years later, they say, oh, Pluto is this, blah, blah, it's a dwarf planet, and they give you the explanation why. And why I grew up in school learning that, no, we were wrong.
So, like, I think the perfect example of what you're saying there is evolution.
Well, not necessarily, because did they have different views of evolution?
Who?
Scientists.
No, but Christians will tell you that there was Adam and Eve and he was born human and this, that, and the other. There is no such thing as evolution. And science will say that we've proved.
No, I'm not challenging science versus religion. I'm just saying.
No, but you're saying that science will always say the asterisks, and I'm saying, and you said that religion will never say that. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this is one of those times where the scientists are coming to show you exactly what they believe to be the evolution of man, which is complete opposite of what you're saying in your Bible, and they've got evidence to show you this. But my Bible says this. This is what I believe.
Yeah.
And it's weird because even it's weird because you got a lot of scientists that are Christian as well, or Muslim, or this, that, the other. So they obviously must have a confliction about how they believe certain things. Because if you're a scientist, you must believe this. But then
I follow a scientist who is a devout Christian, and he will tell you about science and religion together.
Does he believe in evolution?
He believes in creation.
So he thinks that Adam and Eve.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. And then when you hear his arguments, it's very, very, very difficult for you to argue against what he's saying.
I'm sure there's many scientists that will do it quite easily.
That out of the main Eve one, how's that difficult?
What do you mean?
Like, how's it from a scientific point of view? How's that difficult to argue against?
Well, again, like there's like you, for example, you're now assuming that it will be difficult to argue. Then it will be down to you maybe to maybe look at or to find someone who is posing an argument. So maybe I'll send you the video for you to have a listen.
Please. It's not down, I would like to listen to that one.
Yeah, it's not because I am not, this is why I say that I'm not the guy. Like you're asking me, like I'm not the one that's going to be able to give the answers now. But I'm just saying that I've watched a lot. I've read a lot.
No, the reason... sorry, go on.
Yeah, I've read and I've watched a lot from both sides.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm watching something that maybe favors this and it favors that, and there's arguments more inclined to what I kind of agree with. No,
but
I'm looking at arguments for and against.
The reason why that particular one I didn't understand why it would be hard to prove is because our species, the humanoid species, Homo sapien, work on a dual chromosome system where you have an X and a Y chromosome.
Yeah, well, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
This is why I'm saying what I'm saying to you. They're saying that
something was created.
Yeah, but they're saying that
that's their point.
Yeah, but they're saying that women were created from the rib of Adam. Men have an XY chromosome. Women have an XX chromosome. There are no chromosome combinations that give a viable fetus that have Y as the primary. So like it's not possible for you in DNA to get from XY to XX.
It's not possible to you.
But you can get from XX to XY.
All things are possible with God.
I just want to know how if there's no evolution, how did the snake could talk and now can't talk again?
It was a serpent. It's just this
whatever.
That it's a snake. And it's like that Eve got Adam to eat the apple. It wasn't really an apple. All of these kind of things. But again, like if
what was it?
It was a fruit. We don't really know what fruit it was, but the people have just decided that it's going to be an apple.
So where is all these magic fruits now?
Sorry? Sorry?
Where's all these magic fruits now?
Speak to the herbalist.
Where's the serpent that was?
It's not that for me.
It might have been a ganja that he was smoking.
But it's not that for me. My thing is this, right? This fruit is the one that God said not to eat. It's the one that damned us. But it's also not featured in the things that you shouldn't do in the Old Testament. They don't mention in the Old Testament in Leviticus you should not eat apples.
Yeah.
So how is it possible that the thing that is the greatest sin is you're allowed to eat that?
Because the 10 Commandments come after that, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not an apple. Again, like the apple was brought in, I think, just a few hundred years ago. So
I feel like it's a swine, you know.
It wasn't an apple.
But you're allowed to eat swine.
Like
you're not.
Like there's fruit.
No, you're not.
You're allowed to eat swine now.
Listen, that rubbish that they decide that you can just do anything you want after New Testament is. I deal with that rubbish. Don't eat the cup with a split hoof. He said,
and that is one of the biggest misconceptions of the New Testament.
You can do whatever you want because you just believe in God suddenly, and now
but then
it actually says as long as you bless it.
No.
Yeah, but you don't believe in all the Old Testament stuff. You're not allowed to do the things that it says you can't do.
There's about 2,000 instructions.
Yeah, so you don't believe in it.
And then it's boiled down to 10 commandments in it. So there's certain things that are just not applicable to us. For example, tithing. I'll use tithing as an example. And there's many people that are in the Christian church that believe that tithing is a thing when it really is not. What you was supposed to do is to give to the priests, the Levitical priests, the Levites at the time, because they weren't given any land. And you're supposed to give some of your crops and some of your pieces to them so that they could live. Yeah. Now, that was to the Levites.
Shout out Pastor Toby, bro.
Yeah. Not to anybody else. So the idea that you are condemned if you do not tithe is a complete and utter nonsense. And this is why when some people are so against the church and the modern way of doing things, I understand it, because people interpret things in the wrong way. And then when you actually do the study of the book, you will realize you are not supposed to, or you shouldn't tithe. What you should do is give willingly to the church when you can and what you can. And you do it with a loving heart. And that's it. There's no 10% of anything. So this idea of tithe and this idea of instructions, yes, there was an instruction. That's one instruction that we were supposed to do way back then, was to give 10% of your crops and the things that you have. That is an instruction. That's one of the things. That is one of the instructions that God gave us. It's not something that is applicable to us today.
So it was only applicable to a certain set of people?
Yes, to a certain set of
people. But they don't have to do that anymore?
No.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, I'll give you an example of one that clearly is.
All right.
Don't murder. Yeah. So that is one that is part of the 10 Commandments, and I believe in all of them.
So outside of the 10 Commandments, you're saying that in essence, and it sounds flippant, but I'm trying to think of a better way of putting it, and by all means, put it in a better way. You can pick and choose because you said there are about 2,000 other things that it says to do.
You can't pick and choose.
So the one that I just mentioned,
ones that is applicable to you or not, and tithing is not, contrary to what many people believe.
Many people. The pork one then is for whom?
The pork is...
any animal that doesn't chew the cud and have a split hoof, which includes pork and dogs and many other animals, basically.
Yeah. There's swine. There's about 6 or 7 different
camels.
You should also eat crustaceans.
Animals with webbed feet and things like that. Yeah. So
frogs.
Yeah, webbed feet again. Yeah. So in terms of the New Testament, I believe it was Paul that said that if you really want to eat these things, even though it's not good for you, pray over it and eat what you want. But in essence, you're not supposed to eat this stuff. And this is where almost like the freedom of choice is given. But when you look at the things that you're not supposed to eat in those times, even in these times now, these things are not good for you. God knows what is good and what is not good for you.
Including the mixed linen.
Again, that is a type of law that is not applicable to us today.
and staying in the house with your partner while she's on her period.
Again.
Okay, I'm just checking because my point is you pick and choose.
No, it's not picking and choosing. Again, like you're saying.
Why would that not be applicable today? I don't get it.
I'm not sure. Again, you're
Sorry,
giving me a whole lot.
I don't think it's fair that we're bombarding him. So
but again, using the tithing is a good example of something that is not applicable. That's not me picking that out of certain laws and saying that I'm choosing not to use this one because I haven't got 10%. No, the instruction was for you to give to these particular type of people. Those particular type of people are no longer existent. If you can find me Levites today, then by all means, let's give the Levites their 10%.
Well, going off that, can we please everyone give at least their 10% to Arsenal Football Club so we can afford Vinicius Jr.
You got the money.
I will need more money.
You got the money. So whether you want to buy him and Guimaraes in the same window.
In the same window.
How much does Saka get above?
300,000.
It's free.
300,000.
Not 350.
No, 350. 300,000. 350 was Ozil. It was 350.
So
and Aubameyang, I believe, was 350.
So you've done it before?
No, they're looking for Vinicius Jr. for 400 plus a week. But I think Haaland gets like £500,000 a week, you know, and on a 10-year contract.
I don't think it's down to the image rights, but we've moved on from the religious talk, yeah?
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring you out of that because
400
I
plus.
think we were shooting you too much, bro.
425 for a player that's going to sell a bunch of shirts. And
his image rights, by the way, which is the important bit. And he wants a signing bonus.
He's keeping his image rights. What do you mean?
So at Real Madrid, at the moment, he's on about 400-something thousand a week already. Yeah, but they only give him, I think, 50% of his image rights, maybe less than that, and they keep the remainder of his image rights. And that's one of the things that he's fighting over. He wants to basically be on the same amount of money as Mbappe, which is, I think, £500,000 a week, and Mbappe gets 100% of his image rights.
All right. Okay.
So Arsenal apparently have offered him £400,000 plus whatever that is, plus 100% of his image rights, plus a signing on bonus, I believe, which Mbappe got as well.
All right.
So Mbappe, over his course of his 5 seasons, I think he gets £150 million or euros.
And that was because he was a free transfer.
Yeah, but they still did madness for him that you would never usually do.
Deservedly.
So then,
well, when you don't have to spend,
is it deservedly?
Without doubt, the best player in the world, bro.
Deservedly, okay.
So how much would you have spent outright?
Remember,
but I'm saying that you deservedly, but the guy that has won you everything. Yeah,
no, I'm not saying that
because Mbappe's won them nothing. He's been there 2 years and he's won them absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
no league, no Champions League. I don't know if they've even won run them.
That's
cups.
not down to him though.
So he's won them everything.
He's
Vinicius Jr. has won them everything.
No, well. Listen, he never done it. It was the team effort, innit?
But he won everything with them.
Yeah, but Mbappe's done what he was brought to do, was to score goals. And he's been top scorer in the 2 seasons.
He has, but they won nothing.
Because the team behind him is shit.
All right. If I could,
I'm just saying, if I'm the other guy, I'm going to be like, I won the Champions League, I won all this stuff.
But that is exactly...
This guy's won nothing. You're giving him the most money, blah, 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 and I'm still doing my job.
That's exactly what his agent would say.
Who's a better player?
Out of Mbappe and Vinicius Jr.?
Yeah.
Kylian's better.
All right.
But Vinicius Jr. is not that far behind Kylian.
Doesn't matter. If he's better than you, he's better than you. You can try and get what you want to get. That's not a problem. But you're sticking out your hands. I want you everything. It's like, yeah, but he's a better player than you. That's why we're paying him more than you. And you can't even say that he's not doing what I bought him to do. He's doing what I brought him to do as well. So it's not that he came and he flopped.
And this is exactly what the president would say.
He's doing. I want to come and score goals, and he came and scored goals. We don't win as much because the team is not playing well, or the teammates are not as good. I don't know.
I sorry. While he said what he was saying about the salaries, I just looked up Haaland. Yeah, so Haaland's base salary is 525,000.
It doesn't get talked about
per week. Yeah,
but his contract is mad.
But it ends up being more like 900,000 per week, thanks to bonuses.
Because of the amount of goals he scores.
Yeah,
900,000,
and he probably gets all his image rights as well
per week.
Yeah, well,
we love it.
This is why I was trying to push my boy into football. It didn't quite work out, but he's doing other things now.
Oh, he's not playing no football no more.
No, he's playing. He's still playing ball, but
Okay.
you know,
The dream of Premier League
the
is
dream of the Prem, man. You know, he's a
in the
big boy
rearview
now.
mirror.
Yeah,
Okay.
because imagine one of our boys made it, man.
So what?
You know what I'm
You're saying
saying?
he's aged out?
No, I don't think he is.
He could be
and
Ian
he's-
Wright.
and he's still playing. Like so, the dream is not dead, but his path may be elsewhere.
My thing is this, yeah.
We're under full, we're under no illusions, but we never give in until the door is closed.
My thing is this, yeah. I know we want to aim for the top all the time, yeah. And yes, ideally, Prem will be great. But I don't think we have a great appreciation for the fact that people that are in the second tier of football, Championship.
Yeah, well, listen, for him, he like even if he could go and play in Saudi Arabia, he'll do that. So it's not Prem or nothing. It's League One, League Two, Championship, whatever. You know what I mean?
Portugal.
It's anywhere. Like remember, he went to play in France for for 4 months.
Yeah, because I'm saying
You
I'm
know.
saying this. Like I think sometimes, generally speaking, we get bamboozled by the big
The heights of
it, and then we don't take into account and appreciate that the Championship is like, as far as money, if you're talking about money is concerned,
I think it's number 3 or 4 in Europe.
and it's not even just that. It's like we're still talking about incredible.
a week, yeah.
We're still talking about an incredible amount of money.
It's not like working at Sainsbury's, bro.
At all.
What about the third tier?
money. Third tier,
Are they money me? Yeah, probably.
I think they're on at least £200,000 a year, at least.
In the third tier,
third, that's League Two.
Let me look at average.
I don't think
Average
so.
salary.
I think they're taking on maybe about the same.
It'll be about 80 for League Two.
Yeah, maybe about $3,000. You know, $4,000 maybe a week, maybe.
They say the average League Two footballer earns £2,000 a week, which is £104,000 per year.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's a mad,
$100,000 a year.
That's a mad money.
Playing a sport that you love.
Like you love, it's a mad money.
It's
And in some respects,
that's more than most.
And they say
people.
star players or key signings, ambitious clubs can make up to £4,000 to £5,000 per week,
and in some
and
respects,
the rare one £10,000 a week.
in some respects, that can even be better for you because you do not have the same level of, I want to say, visibility as far as that's concerned, because that adds its own. There's a visibility tax. You can be in one of those leagues earning $4,000 a week, and you can still walk around in somebody else's town.
But you don't want to walk around because then you got image rights. Because then you can make money through sponsorships. You can make money through Dish. You can make money through.
They get sponsored through Adidas and all of these things.
Yeah.
these
Smaller sponsorship.
It's just that you're not thrust into everybody's face.
But
you can live your life.
it's all good until you have to retire at 36.
Well, and this is where you
And then
got
what?
to. Well, this is where
You're telling me that if you earn $100,000 a year,
Until you're 36, yeah. What have you got? Nothing.
you telling me, listen to what I'm saying to you. You're earning $100,000 a year
From 18 to let's say 18 to 38.
It won't even be from 18 probably.
You'll be about 22.
I want to give it a good 18 to 38.
18 to 38, yeah?
Good. It's 20 years, isn't it?
With your yes, it's 20 years.
All right, 20 years of $100,000
Yes,
a month.
with your sense, yeah? You're telling me that you can't make your situation where you're nice after you've retired.
No.
20 years of $100,000 a year.
Are you mad?
What's that?
Wow.
It's not 20. It's not. Remember, it's not $100,000. You're taking off 60%. I mean, 40% of that already. So you're getting $60,000 a year, max.
I'm even going to stick with that. I'll do post-tax. You're making $100,000.
I'll put it this way. Let me answer that question. Yeah, it's Mr. Wolf here. There are football players who have earned in excess of 60, 70, 80 and 90,000 pounds a week and still gone bankrupt. So it's all about how smart you are.
This is what I said with him, with what you know.
And the people that you have around you. I know football players and former football players that have played in the lower leagues. I'm sure that you guys do too. And the ones that I know, they're nice, bro. Because they've had the grounding, okay, I'm a football player, but I'm not flossing. Like those guys who are earning 100, 200 grand a week. So I have to be a little bit more careful. Furthermore, I've got my dad who's helping me do certain things. I'm putting investments, I'm buying properties, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Remember that they have a lot more time on their hands than we do. They may go into work 4 to 5 days a week, but they're there for 3, maximum 4 hours. And then what they're doing with their spare time, what do you mean?
They're working.
Their work is the football.
What do you mean?
After they've finished playing, they're talking about.
So no. We're talking about the time, that 20-year period that.
No, I'm saying after they finish playing football. Are you talking about people that have finished playing football? Or are they still playing football now?
I'm talking about. I'm going through that process of them being footballers, and then I'm gonna go on.
Okay, so let me.
Yeah. So these are people that are earning all of this amount of money, and they're putting things away. They're buying properties. They're doing this, that, and the third. They're buying Rolexes or whatever the case may be. This is people that I know. Just people that I know. So
and how much are they earning?
In a good. I mean, I don't know exactly what they've been earning, but they've been
earning 100 grand before tax.
I'm talking about playing for League One, playing for League Two teams, maybe flirting with the Championship in 1 year and going back down to League One.
Okay, so average, how much do you think they're earning a year?
Yeah, but we're going on the basis of someone earning 100 grand after tax per year. I'm going on that basis.
All right, so
after tax is a completely different situation for me.
Okay,
I'm talking about the 100 grand where you're getting tax.
Okay.
After tax is a completely different situation because the money that you get before tax, you're getting about £7,000 a week.
Again, when you're looking at somebody, when you're looking at someone who has no responsibilities, who may be living at home, they got no children, they got no wife from the ages of maybe 18 up to 22 or 23 or 24. And they're earning all of this, because I wasn't earning big money when I was in my early 20s. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? So they're earning this good money and they're stacking and they're stacking and they're stacking in their early years. For the people that I know that have played ball and who are retired that are my age now, these people are nice, bro.
You're right.
Nice. They're nice because...
When you say nice, what does that mean?
Nice meaning that they're retiring and they can actually retire. They're doing other things, but they're doing other things just to continue to earn money. You know, they may be a partnership in a nightclub. They've got 7, 8, 9 properties. They're property millionaire now. They're doing this, they're doing that. They're nice, bruv. So earning that kind of money in those leagues, if you got your head screwed on, which the assumption was that Simple was pointing at Stav, you're all right.
My all right is I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but that's down to you. And this, if that's your interpretation of being all right, like these people, if they wanted to stop doing everything now, they could, because they've got a passive income.
Yeah, but you're misunderstanding what not doing means.
To you, like a passive income is you standing still, doing nothing, and you're earning money.
Yeah, but I'm
because you've built Haaland, something behind you.
If Haaland decides to retire after 30 something years, yeah, or 20 whatever years, yeah, earning the salary that he's earning now, and he hasn't invested in anything, yeah, he just saved his money.
He's just saved it.
He just saved the money that he doesn't usually spend on anything. Yeah, he can live off that money forever and not have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
What I believe Stav is saying is that that's what I want to do basically. And in the other end, you're saying that
it's not even what I want
you need
to
to invest.
I think
that is for me. That's doing good.
To me, that's just that's fine.
Working
if that's what people want to do.
If I'm working and I'm I can go on many holidays.
That's a nonsense.
And I can get a car I want, and but I'm still working.
That is part of the reason why people find themselves in difficult situations by just doing nothing with their money.
He's not saying he's doing nothing with his money though. I'm saying that if the person has that so much money that they don't have to add all of this money because he's got 30 something million, and this by putting it in the bank he's nice.
Yeah.
That's completely different from somebody now having to still have these properties and this, that, and the other to keep them afloat.
Yeah, but how long's a piece of string? What's nice to you may not be nice to somebody else.
That's what he's trying to tell you. That's what he's saying to you.
So like his version of nice may not be nice to someone else and vice versa.
That's good, but I'm saying £100,000 a year is not necessarily
starting tax. From
I'm looking at it with tax, and I'm telling you now.
After tax, pre-tax 100 grand is I would, to go back to your point then, Simple Simon, to not make it so that we can.
What's that, like 60 grand a year?
Around that.
After tax, let's say about 60,000. I don't think that's a lot personally. What's 60 divided by 12?
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about 100 grand. That's your after tax. That's what you've got. After.
But that's not what
That's not what they get. That's your average salary is £100,000.
I want to change it to that.
So then that means that Haaland's not on 900.
Of course, he's not on 900,000.
No, he's not. It would go down to about 600.
Fair enough.
But then, okay, 600, isn't it? That's more than the person's getting in 5 years. He's getting in a month.
This book, man.
Is it? Yeah. So it's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects, welcome to the ESN podcast.
That is going to save me a lot of editing later on because I'm not going to do anything. We had circumstances, situations and concerns, and about 10 minutes of our conversation was cut off. 10-15 minutes.
I love the way that you say that.
So
can we get to
say that again?
So we had situations and concerns for the last 10-15 minutes. So we missed 10-15 minutes of the pod. Not important, don't worry about it. Apparently that God we were discussing came down and said, this shall not pass. In fact, last time as well, it did block off something.
Yeah, that Simple Simon said that we should have been there.
Don't worry, man. God is going to come for you.
Why do you have to say names?
Yeah, because I want to. Simple Simon gets away with too much, you know. So I want it to be known that it's him that is causing problems on this podcast at times.
God is going to show himself to you one time. Boy.
That was Jar at the time.
To me saying,
Jar saved him.
Yes, if money comes with it, I'll take it anyway. So
can we get to the yes?
So unfortunately, we've lost that. Okay, no problem. Cool. We'll continue with the conversation and then we'll wrap up because we're an hour and a half deep, anyways. So I was saying, whilst we were waiting for this thing to reset itself, that I was listening to the new episode of Tales from the Plantation. I need to reach out and shout out you guys. I've been meaning to message you from the day it landed. I listened to it a bit. I said, let me save it for a good time, and I listened to it a few days later. So I've listened to it. Welcome back. Hopefully it's the first of many. But Tales from the Plantation is a British podcast with a bunch of young black professionals from the UK who give their stories. I believe the podcast started off as a WhatsApp group where black people would tell their tales from the plantation, as in this is what was happening at work with these crackerjacks doing this and that and blah 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 blah. And so that's where I believe it was a WhatsApp group and then it progressed into a podcast. Maybe I'm wrong.
Only now I've got and understood what it is.
The term Tales from the Plantation.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
From work.
Yeah. Oh, you have your own Tales from the Plantation.
Always.
Okay, maybe we'll do that as a thing one time. We'll steal their thing. But one of the ladies said that what was it? She said that basically, what is it when you have a word, a bunch of words, and then the first letter spells out a.
It's an anagram or something.
Is that let's stick around. I'm not sure it is. That was what was in my head, but I'm thinking. But I don't think that's an anagram. But let's say it's an anagram. But
describe it again. Sorry, you have a bunch of words.
You have like okay, so we're in one stop dreadlock. So it'll be OSD.
Oh, that's
so you would abbreviate it to OSD. Acronym going for two, and that sounds more accurate to me.
I think it's an acronym.
Okay, I think right, but I forgot what the acronym was now. But what it is a word that is like what was it? It's not coon, but let's say it was something like coon.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? But it was something like that, and but everyone was going on about their business, blah blah blah. And so yeah, so
probably
we're gonna
NIG.
So we're gonna do the coon report, and the coon, and like, apparently she had to afterwards she'd be like,
"Wog,
you can't." No, but if you went through the words enough, you would get to the point where like, because it's like one that blatantly, if you see, be like, you can't just say that, you can't just. But it's not the N word.
Acronym is correct. Go on.
Acronym.
Yeah.
Well done for 10
So
points.
coon, wog. Come on, this was.
But anyway, she mentioned that at work.
NIGR. You know,
it says
so. In fact, you know what? Better still, go listen to the tale. That's going to be my Stavros says. Go listen to the episode, and then you'll hear what it is. So go listen to it. That is your teaser.
I nearly said the N word.
But no. One of the things they did say though, which I'm spoiling, if you now go and listen to their podcast, which will be in the show notes because it's my Stavros says, is that I believe this is the podcast I got it from, where they're saying that somebody had the goal to say, black people smell different.
God damn.
And but they didn't mean it in a bad way. But it's like I can tell. I believe that's what it was. So I listened to it a few weeks ago now. But they smell different, and they were like they were ready to cuss. And then Tunde, my boy, because straight away I was like,
he's like that white people smell like wet dog.
He's like, listen, where people come from back home. I knew because I agree. It's like you could tell. There's a smell. You can smell.
back home
you can smell Africa from somebody.
But it's not common though.
It's the starch though.
That's not common though.
It's not common when people come off the plane from Africa.
No, but if you're every day walking around London, you're not just gonna smell back home suitcase.
That's
you know,
And it is.
and we know what that suitcase smells like, boy.
It's starch, bruv.
it's not just.
I don't even know what
stockfish.
it is, bro. It's stockfish, definitely.
Because if you walk, because any country you go to, you walk out the airport, it smells different.
Yeah, but it's not. What that's the thing though. The way that the person smells doesn't smell of the air of the way they're coming from.
I think the food comes out of your pores.
Nah, man. For me,
Yes, it's exactly that.
So if you have people that eat heavy garlic eaters,
yes, 100%.
and that's a thing in their community, so that community will smell.
What I don't like is that black people always say that white people smell different. So why is it would they think that black people don't smell different?
And you know me, I'm an equal opportunist. Sorry.
Yeah, so people that come from home here, what you said is exactly correct. And what you're smelling through the pores is the combination of onion, what's it called?
Stew.
Palm oil.
Stew.
And beef.
And
beef, you know.
I said meat.
I'm going back to what you originally said, yeah? Well, you were talking about your wife earlier. I don't know if that actually was on the pod. Have you actually smelt raw shea butter?
The stuff we get, I think, is raw. It doesn't smell bad.
Does she mix it with anything?
She mixes it, yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't smell nice.
I'm trying to because
it's not a nasty smell, but it is a peculiar odor.
If you're not used to it, you'll be like, "What's that smell?"
You wouldn't necessarily.
It has a scent.
Yeah, like for example, I would say that cocoa butter objectively smells nice.
All right.
Shea butter doesn't.
Yeah, raw shea butter does not smell. That's why they mix it with something to give it a good smell.
And then we have to also put on this kind of thing about the smelling. Mr. Wolf, do you cream yourself every day?
Every day, sir.
Big Wahala, do you cream yourself every day?
Yes.
Simple Simon, do you cream yourself every day?
Yeah.
I cream myself every day. I believe many of our listeners, especially if you are African origin, will cream yourself every day. That is not the case for white people.
Yeah, well, because every time I go to the shower in the gym, I come out and I'm coming out a good 10 minutes later than them is because I'm creaming. And these ain't creamed, boy.
So even just that, if
it's becoming more common,
they could just be smelling the cream.
That's what I just said. That's why I said. That's why I mentioned the cream.
But then it will be like almost it's like they're pampering themselves.
Let me give you an example. Yeah,
it's an extravagance.
I had to have an ECG done. Yeah, ECG is where they put all the sticker things all over your heart or whatever. Yeah. And they stick the thing down. And I just went to the gym and I just creamed when I got there. And the woman was like,
"It's not sticking."
She wasn't. It's not sticking. I'm like, "Oh." She goes, "Did you?" I said, "Yeah, I creamed." She goes, "Oh, I didn't know you got a cream or whatever thingy." Goes, "But you smell really nice though. Cream smelling nice." Because this woman don't cream. She goes, "Oh, I don't cream." And I was just looking at her like, "You see, you people don't do anything."
Yeah, but to be fair, their body doesn't crack up like cardboard if we don't.
He told you that it does. Have you not seen?
It's just like so white.
Have you not seen white footback?
Yeah,
it does. It definitely does.
It's just that they're not black, so it doesn't
I just
come
think
out.
it shows more with us.
Okay, you have that Bill Burr joke. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
No.
All right. So he said the first time he was dating a black woman, and they were getting ready to go out, and she was making jokes. She was oiling herself down. He said he never creamed himself at the time, and she said exactly what I said. He's like, "Why do you cream yourself?" She's like, "Because I don't get ashy." And she's like, "What? Don't you cream yourself?" He's like, "No, white people don't get ashy." And she said, "Stick out your arm." And she said, she scratched her nails down his arm, and all this crust came, was coming out. It's like, "Oh my god!" It's like, "Yeah, you just won't see it," as you guys said.
Yeah.
So they said, "Now he creams himself." But that was the joke. That his black wife or his black girlfriend at the time. I don't know if he's currently his wife, but his black person that he was dating had to show him, cream yourself.
I'm not giving away the secret, but that's a lot of the reason why white women age. Like they turn 25 and then they start looking old. But this current generation of white women now actually do have a moisturizing routine for their faces.
And their faces. I don't know about the rest of their body.
So they're for their faces.
And it still don't make no difference.
No, it does.
They've had it for ages. It's that serum and that L'Oreal, but it's expensive stuff.
Yeah,
that they want you. Whereas you can buy a £4 tub of cocoa butter and that will last you all month.
Yeah, I'm talking white women are buying like palm olive now, and I've like.
So they're not doing this serum that you put.
The ones that can afford the serum are doing that.
But they're only doing that when they get eld, instead of just creaming themselves constantly.
Which is what I'm saying to you. The new young generation now, they use palm olive and them coconut butters and them.
And the thing is, just science will tell you it makes sense. If you keep oiling something that stretches, stretches and contorts over time, it's better for you.
Yeah, but they say that when you use the shower gel, it's meant to have moisturizer already included in the shower gel,
and then they'll dry themselves.
So you see, like it's got shea butter in the moisturizer.
Cream yourself, Joe.
So because
I was working with one colleague, and you know those office seats, and through it's summertime, short sleeves and that. Man's coming off the seat, and there's just bare flakes all over the armrest. I'm saying, brother, you're gonna have to clean that, man. Come on, bare flakes.
He might still cream though.
Good on you.
Maybe, but he wants to. I can't now rest my arms on that. But to be fair, when I'm at work and I start work, I've got my spray. I've got my cloth.
I know you. I know.
Yeah, bro. I don't mess around, man.
And I know when you finish, you go, yeah.
Yeah. I feel good. I know that I can drop my cookie on the table and I can pick it up. Before that, I can't do that. And yes, I like Maryland cookies.
You like everything that you're not supposed to be eating, and like to be giving people commandments.
Yeah, I've got advice, man. One time, but I don't eat swine.
Can I get to the
sweet? Yeah, why you play music for?
This is a homemade version.
I got bills to pay. Can I get to the sweet, yeah? Oh, hey. And stew. Oh, hey.
I remember the last time I ate yam, boy. I'm the worst Nigerian now, man. I don't eat Nigerian food at all, really.
When's the last time you had swallow in your house?
Cannot remember.
I know you've got the powdered yam mixer.
Yesterday or something like that.
Yeah, yesterday.
I don't eat swallow.
What about you?
Long time. In
this year?
My mum's.
Not your mum's house.
No.
Wow, we're losing it, man.
Yesterday, and then the time before that was the day before.
So twice this week.
Mm-hmm.
My wife wants to make it. It's just I don't want to eat it.
Why?
Me and our daughter sat there. This is what she said to me when she finished. Yeah, she sat down. I was sitting next to each other. She sat down. She turned over to the side of. We were sitting on the same chair right next to each other. She looked at me. She went, "Dad, do I look like our uncle that just finished eating?"
You know, I should just send my daughter to you.
And then she rubbed her stomach.
My daughter would say the same type of thing, and I'll just leave me alone. I'm a bad dad. I'm a bad dad, man. When it comes to stuff like that, I need to entertain my daughter a lot more.
Yeah,
because there's some things your daughter says. My daughter's now getting a bit of a personality where she's got some wit to her.
Yeah,
and I'm just rubbish. I'm not laughing along with her or anything like that. I'm just
be a better dad, bro.
Huh?
That's to be a better dad.
Yeah,
I have to be a better dad.
Be better about that, man. If she's trying to make jokes with you, make jokes with her. As long as she's not being disrespectful, make jokes with her.
No. She's just trying to joke with her dad, and
the joke with her, innit?
Like her jokes are dead, man. Just leave me alone.
Your jokes have been dead many years. So I don't know why
your jokes are dead as well, bro.
I know.
Yeah, we still laugh at your dead jokes, bro.
Chastise me, tell me off, please. Whip me, strip me bare, and whip me, please. I need to be taught a lesson to do better.
Talk about self-flagellation, you know.
I need to do better.
I'm saying that the jokes are dead, you know. To a flipping 11.
Not even 11. She hasn't even got to the 11 yet.
What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
But it does. Whenever I think about these things, it always makes me laugh. Because I remember one time, I don't know if I said it on the podcast before, but one of my nieces, she was telling me a joke, yeah, and she was serious about the joke, and I didn't laugh, and she was vexed. Yeah. She was fuming. She goes, why are you not laughing? I said, no. I didn't even have anything to say. She goes, that is funny. And I was like, okay. Yay.
Now, what you're supposed to do is say to her, the moment you have to tell somebody that something's funny,
she thought it was funny, bro. She went to snitch and everything. She was not happy. I did not laugh at this joke.
You got to engage them with those type of things.
Yeah, you got to drop down to, to the entertainment level of a 10-year-old. Right. And then you'll find it funny. Because that is funny. But
they talk to
maybe to a room of adults, it may not.
Do you think you was an annoying child?
No, definitely not.
What about you, Steph?
Yeah.
What about you, Simple?
Unfortunately, I know I wasn't an annoying child.
You wasn't, or you was?
I wasn't. They told me
that you wasn't annoying.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
And not even just my parents, my grandparents. Like they were just like, yeah, you weren't a problem at all.
You're a good kid.
I would have thought you would be annoying because you asked so many questions.
No, I come from a kind of background where they answered a lot of questions.
It doesn't mean that it's not annoying though. That to be arrogantly asked
I think
questions.
sometimes they were glad that I asked the questions. That kind of critical thinking was encouraged, I guess.
All right, cool. So you don't think two of you don't think you're annoying?
All three of y'all.
Why, was you annoying?
Yeah, because I used to break everything with that bit. So that alone it was annoying.
Fair enough. What about you?
He just said he was annoying.
I think I was annoying.
But I've also got patience.
That's probably slow.
But I've also got...
Why are you laughing?
Because I was probably slow. But we've also got parents that have no patience.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Which doesn't also help.
Yeah. Ain't got time for no one like me.
But at the moment, our daughter's annoying to me.
I think all kids are annoying.
No, but she's annoying in a way where it's like she has this thing where she's forgetting everything, and I'm like, how kind of thing, and then she's using the excuse that she forgot, and I'm like, but you don't ever forget
the things that you're supposed to want for yourself.
Yeah, like you don't forget to pick up your tablet. You don't forget to charge. That motherfucking tablet has never gone flat. It has never gone flat. She remembers to put that shit on charge all the time.
No, mine.
Yeah, this one doesn't forget that shit at all.
She don't think to charge it. We have to tell her.
See, okay, that's a different. Yeah, that's a different space. This one, she will go in the kitchen. There's 3 things in the sink. She will wash what she just used and turn around and walk out. And then when you say something to her about it, I didn't use those other things. It was like,
I used to do that.
What kind of children is you?
Entitled.
I used to do that shit. I'm not washing someone else's plate.
Are you mad?
Are you crazy?
No, I'm just saying that
if your parents put something in the sink, you're not washing their plate.
Remember, it wasn't just my
But I'm
parents.
saying your parents just put that thing
But
in the
I
plate.
don't know whose plate it is. I'm
in
using
his house,
my plate.
it's gonna be the parents.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I was in a house full of kids in it, so I'm using my plate. I've got my plate. I'm washing my plate. Bun everybody else.
So no, she does that. So she's done that and she keeps doing it. So she's like, oh yeah, I didn't use that. I just washed what I used. I was like, okay, I'm gonna only eat what I cook.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna only eat what you cook. Let's see how far we get with that.
You shouldn't even go to... I'll take it to the pettiest level. You can only eat what you buy.
That too. I mentioned that, but I didn't hold on to that because that's not
Hurry
her
up and buy.
That's not her fault. But I would say to her, yeah, what I cook.
What did she say?
And she was like, oh, but why do you have to be like that? I said, well, why do you have to be like this?
Wash the plates.
You people having conversations, but
Yeah, by now, she would sweep the whole house. She washed the dishes. Everything will be done.
what you would have had.
You see there where you said that? You said it. See there where you said the Bible didn't say anything about slavery. That's why I would take her right back to there, boy. You will do everything in this house. Every single thing in this house. Your mum will do nothing.
And just as a disclaimer, the Bible does say things. This is the thing. This idea that it doesn't say things about slavery is a nonsense. But people will say these things, and everyone will believe it. There's a specific verse in the Bible that condemns taking people from their families against their will, and
It's a certain type of people, though, isn't it?
No, it's not a certain type. I think it was a certain type of people in the land, but it's in Genesis or in Exodus. It's one of those.
Exodus.
Yeah, so it's a certain type of people.
Movement of your people.
So the same way you said earlier on that it was only a certain type of people that are supposed to receive the 10% tithe, the Levites, it might have been the same type of people who were not allowed to be slaves, or a different type of people, set of people who were not allowed to be slaves.
It was talking about the Hebrews.
Yeah, there you go. They're not allowed to be slaves.
Yeah. So whoever steals a man and sells him, and anyone found in possession of him, it shall be put to death.
But that was specifically about Hebrews. It wasn't about everybody else.
Yeah, at that time. But
that's
there,
1 Timothy.
No, but this one was Exodus. But the guy that was talking, He's not talking about a specific people, is he? He's just saying in general that it says nothing about slavery, and it clearly does.
Oh,
he said condemning slavery, but
yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up, man.
It's only condemned for the Hebrews. I remember that because the same thing. I looked it up and I was like, yeah, but it says here
in Exodus, a Hebrew male slave is to be released after 6 years of service.
Yeah, which is where indentured servitude, the idea of that came from.
Whoever steals a man and sells him, and anyone found in possession of him, shall be put to death. This clearly condemns kidnapping people into slavery, but selling someone into slavery, or the indentured servitude kind of thing. As in, you did me wrong, or I did this.
Why are you saying it like Sledge Bubba?
The wisdom. But I asked the chick, which part of the Bible says slavery is wrong?
What chick?
ChatGPT.
Oh.
There is no verse in the Bible that explicitly says slavery is wrong or commands its abolition. This is one reason, anyway, blah, blah, blah. Passages that regulate slavery rather than prohibit it.
Regulators,
Exodus 21. And this is rules for Hebrew servants.
Yeah, there you go.
Leviticus 25 allows Israelites to buy slaves from surrounding nations and treat them as inherited property. Deuteronomy 15 rules for releasing Hebrew slaves after 6 years. Ephesus, did I say that wrong? Ephesus, sorry. 6, slaves obey your earthly masters. Colossians.
Can I see that?
Ecclesiastes.
No,
Ephesians.
Yeah,
Ephesians. Yeah.
Okay.
6, slaves obey your earthly master. Which one is the one that sounds Colossians? 3, similar instructions to slaves, and 1 Peter encourages slaves to submit even to harsh masters. Then when I asked her, is there something in I mean there's a lot more actually, but I asked, what about in Exodus? It says there isn't a passage in Exodus that says slavery itself is wrong. Instead, Exodus contains laws that regulate slavery.
Regulated.
It's 4 a.m, bro.
And what's your point?
Hurry up and let's buy.
Hurry up and buy. All right then, church notes and our goodbyes. Start off with Big Wailer.
He's got a list, bro.
All right, start off with Simple Simon.
Why can't
Because hurry up and buy.
I was going to start off. Everyone else gets time to pick up their phone to go and look at everything. This, that,
I got told to rush.
Hurry up, man.
No, mistreat me. Go and do what you're doing.
No, but you just rushed him and then...
What do you mean? I rushed him. I just picked up my phone. All I did was pick up my phone to go to the microphone. Is that something that is so dramatic?
No, but there was a pause between the time.
Yeah, but he did it. Did I know he was going to come to me? I didn't know he was going to come to me. You went to me, I'm picking up my phone. There's nothing wrong with what I'll complain. Mistreat me.
I didn't say there's anything wrong. I just said I'm trying to move fast. Simple Simon.
Odyssey. It is epic. As Big Wahala said when he watched it, I've finally got round to the cinema to go and see it. What a epic movie. Good on the eye. Decent. I looked at some of the controversy afterwards with what people are saying about what's it called? Quality and accuracy of the story and what have you. It's cinema. It is what it is. It's interesting that people are concerned that black actors are playing roles that they think for people that weren't black and what have you. It's all of a sudden it's a problem now. Whereas,
but were they not black?
Oh, there's some of that too. But then as Africans, we've had this in cinema forever. Anyway, if you get opportunity, I think Odyssey's coming out of the cinema now. I think it's going to be 1 more week left in there. I know.
No way.
Well, I'm just looking at my cinema. The showings have gone right down to there's only 3 showings a day.
Yeah, it's not leaving the cinema for. I think that's got 100-day window.
Yeah, because even the BFI ones, still booked out to
BMF. BFG.
It's still booked out to the end of August to September.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well,
BFI.
B4, the IMAX, but
British Film Institute.
Yeah, so in my cinema, it looked like it was gonna fade out soon. So yeah, if you get a chance, go and watch that. It is actually worth it. One of those ones that you do get the value of going to a theater to watch.
Did you watch it on your own?
Yes, always.
My God.
Always.
Sorry, wife.
It is what it is.
Is that you done?
Yeah, that's me done.
I watched it as well.
Yeah.
I watched it in a decent screen.
Yeah.
It was in O2.
Yeah.
But it wasn't IMAX.
Super screen.
I don't know. It's quite wide.
It's a super screen.
Excuse me, brother.
Was it cinema?
Yeah.
It's silver
What
screen.
else is in O2? Well, every screen is super screen.
No, the big one is the silver screen.
Okay.
In that one in the O2 in particular has that silver screen, which is a big massive one. But it's
It might not be the because there's a screen right next door to it. It's not like it was separated by itself. So I mean, for me, it's big because I guess I don't go to massive cinemas. My local ones aren't big, so this was a decent sized screen and lots of seating as well. But yeah, the film was good. I said it's close to 3 hours, and I didn't feel like that to me at all. It could have been another hour, and I would have sat there and watched it. Apart from toilet break, would have been an issue. I guess at that point, it was like there was one towards the last third. I actually went literally, not figuratively, on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
I sat forward.
Okay.
Oh, for real.
It's a good film. It's not like the best film in the world, but when a film is nearly 3 hours and it's like it's fine,
It blew by. Yeah.
then I can't. What can you say?
I think the first time I looked at the clock, an hour had already gone by, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's already got a meme in it. You know?
Which is
when Robert Pattinson says, "Get these peasants out of here." They keep using it for everything.
okay.
Everything that thing keeps going around. Any club that wants to buy a player that can't afford it, get these peasants out. That's a big meme that they're using because, as I said, it's online. What you think? In fact, there's a 1080p version out now. Nice and clean.
Well, already.
Well, they had a lot of people had pre-showings to this, so they were sending them out to people. So the people that bootlegged it, innit?
Screeners.
Mad thing.
All right. Miss Wolf?
Yeah, you can catch me on Instagram with AK Mr. Wolf, on Twitter on AK Mr. Wolf. What's going on? My recommendation is the book The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clayson. It is a quintessential short finance book, and it is a classic. Most people know about it. Not everybody's read it. The premise is set in ancient Babylonian times. It uses simple parables to teach fundamental rules of saving, investing, and staying out of debt. So go read that. Buy it for your youngsters and your young adults as well. Highly recommended. I also watched the end of Daredevil. So Daredevil Reborn, I finally got to finish season 1 and 2. Enjoyed that. Very good. You do like the old blind lawyer there. Very good. Fantastically written. And the villain is fantastic as well.
Yeah, very good villain.
Very good villain, man. I would recommend that. I thought that it would need to be watched before I go and watch Spider-Man, which I'll be doing tomorrow. So by the time you listen to this, I would have watched Spider-Man, and I'm going to watch that tomorrow afternoon. I'll let you guys know what that's like next week. And that's it, man. Just stay safe, and if you got £10 to put away, put it away. And Stavros has just bought the book.
Yes.
Fantastic. It's only 140 pages as well.
I read it in an hour or something.
Very quickly.
I don't think I'm a fast reader.
I'm not either.
You'll read it in a week if you're slow. Yeah. But yeah, man. Let us know what you think when you do get it. Stay safe, people. God bless. That's me. I'm out.
Big Wahala.
Hurry up.
Big Wahala.
Kiss your teeth at me.
I'll kiss my teeth. Well, I want to kiss my teeth now.
Broke teeth.
Whose fault is that?
Exactly. So don't let it happen again.
I was abused as a child.
Domestic violence.
Exactly. Anyway, I watched a couple of films this week, but one of them I watched and I didn't know it existed, and I just saw it, and it's called If I Go, Will They Miss Me? Have you heard of this film?
No.
It's a black film. It's got its director is Walter Thomas Hernandez. I believe it was a short film that came out in 2022, and then they made it into a large feature film. It's got the girl from Orange is the New Black, my big girl crush. Her name's Danielle
If
Brooks.
I go, will you miss me?
Yeah. Will they miss me? And it's also got the guy from P Valley in there.
Danielle Brooks, is that the Latina woman?
No.
Okay, so go on.
I also like that one from.
Is it an extended film?
It's an Afro Latina as well, by the way.
This has got 13 minutes.
As I said, that if you was listening,
Sorry, I was searching for the film. Sorry,
I said
sorry,
that it was
sorry.
a short film that they made into a long feature-length film.
Okay, no problem.
So the one in 2022 is 13 minutes. The one in 2026 is an hour and 35 minutes.
Say no.
And it's got the guy from P Valley, the rapper that was in P Valley, is in it as well. And it's about a a man he just come out of prison and he's trying to get a relationship with his son, basically. Decent film. Check it out if you get a chance. It's one of those. It's one of those films that's like trying to be like Moonlight. Is it Moonlight or Moonlight? I can't remember now.
No, it's Moonlight.
Yeah.
I still ain't seen that.
When I say one of those, it's like very, very artsy. Trying to be very artsy in a black space. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Moonlight has one of my favorite scenes in cinematic history. No words, like a no words bit of a scene.
Okay,
so good.
I have watched Spider-Man. Am I the only one that's watched Spider-Man? Yeah?
Yes.
No.
So you watched it in the end?
I watched it on the day.
Did you sleep?
Okay.
Sorry?
Did you sleep?
You
have to think about that, bro.
Maybe a minute, but like nothing substantial.
Man has to sleep, boy. I think Spider-Man was very good.
I watched it very late. The film started after 1 a.m.
I watched it quite late as well. Spider-Man is very good. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. There's no debate for the year about that anymore. Like I wasn't debating it anyway, but
there was no debate for me.
He's blatantly the best Spider-Man, and this is for the Spider-Man purists. This might be the best of the new Spider-Mans.
Okay,
because it is Spider-Man. It is not Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Spider. This is
to do one of those, man.
This is Spider-Man, where it's based. Is Spider-Man. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but when you say not his amazing friends,
yeah, his friends. Like,
of all the ones, I would say this. You can't say that about this one.
Well, it is okay. It's the friends in there, but this is Spider-Man.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
because there's a quintessential thing about Spider-Man that is there with some other characters, but it's like it's such a core value with Spider-Man that hasn't really been the case with the other ones. Whereas this one it is like, so the original, one of his core values of Spider-Man, if somebody gave you a book, all right, this is for your Spider-Man, this is how you draw him,
the law,
and these are some of his traits. It hasn't been in any of the other three. Whereas like this thing is part of him.
I don't even know a spoiler what we're saying.
If you haven't watched the last one, then it's a spoiler.
If you haven't watched the last one,
if you haven't watched number 3. It's a spoiler.
Maybe you're talking about two different things then.
Ah, yes. Maybe.
I'm talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's not what I'm talking about, because he's been that. If you watch, I watched the 3 whilst I've been doing my son's hair. We watched them all the same day, and the first one he was. So no,
I think this is more of a proper Spider-Man.
No, the first one that's what it was. That's what it was. In fact, the film was about that. The first film was about that.
I feel like this one is more
because of what I am talking about.
Or maybe we'll speak about that after then.
Yeah, okay.
But I like the Spider-Man. I thought it was very good. I had a bit of I think this is the best Spider-Man, maybe out of all of them.
The Marvel ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because
Spider-Man 2 is the one everyone says is the best one, but I think this is probably better than. I prefer all of the new Spider-Man to all the old Spider-Man. Anyway.
Yeah, but I guess it's because of the world it's in. It's a world I'm comfortable with.
Yeah,
i.e. the MCU.
I like MJ. And I like all the characters in it and who plays them.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. That's another 2.5 hour film.
It was long, isn't it?
It's 2.5 hours.
Okay, yeah.
If you are a Power freak or watch Power, Kanan is the last episode of Kanan next week. So you want to start watching. If you're loading up to watch the Power Kanan Power series, which is probably the best series out of all of them, to be honest, apart from the original, then it's time for you to get ready to start watching.
I don't think I'm ever going to watch any of these Powers. But
okay, but 50 Cent also has a new show called Fightland that's based in the UK. That just started this week as well, so you can check that out.
Okay,
Cape Fear just ended as well, so if you're gonna get finished, I was been promoting Cape Fear, so if you want to watch the last episode of Cape Fear or you're gonna watch the season, you can watch it now. That has just ended.
Did it end well?
Yeah, it was alright.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned Widow's Bay last week.
You mentioned it,
but yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I think I'm done.
Friends and Neighbours, I started watching now.
Oh, so you hadn't watched it before I spoke to you?
No.
Okay,
go on.
I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me.
That is the height of white privilege, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay,
I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most the socials. My Stavros says this week, like I said, is
Plantation podcast.
Tales from the Plantation podcast.
Oh my doodoo.
I was just trying to, how was I going to describe them as like friends of the pod or family to the pod, co-pod. I don't know what you want to call them, but yeah, they're good peoples. Go support and listen to their thing. It's in the show notes. So like I said, I've watched the Odyssey this week. I watched the Odyssey one day, and then I watched Spider-Man I watched Spider-Man the day before actually, and then I watched Odyssey the day after. And my issue with the Spider-Man screening is that the screen I went to, it was a 12:30 screening, because that's going to make money.
Yeah, of course.
Because I was going to buy it the day before, and I was like, because I said when the kids go to bed, I'll go and watch it. Yeah. So I don't want to book anything because they've been going to bed quite late.
Nope.
So they went to bed. So when I was looking at it the day before, early on in the day, I said, a few seats. I said, all right, cool, no problem. And then come 10 o'clock when I go to book, everything gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was about 9 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I'm going to book it for an hour or two, because I know I'm going to put them to bed soon. Gone. I was like, wow. So the only seat I could get was a 12:30. That was half an hour drive from me.
Yeah.
And then the screen broke down. So we were sitting there for like 20 minutes, and then they moved us to another screen.
That rollout was ridiculous, because it was the point you made about the timing and everything. Yeah, 100%. But every single cinema that I looked at booked.
Yeah, because I had tickets for Cineworld and I had tickets for Odeon.
Yeah,
so I could go to any of them, and I looked. So Cineworld was just done. They looked at me and just laughed like, "Are you stupid? Are you stupid or you're dumb?" So that's like everything sold out. The only seats you could get for like every Cineworld in London was the ones that's next door to the disabled, because they sell them in pairs.
Yeah.
So that's it. I never knew about those seats before, because I've never looked at the first row, because it's in the first row. And for the first time I was like, maybe I'll look at this first row seat, and I clicked it. It's like, no, you can't buy it. You need to have this. I said, okay, so that's why there've been 4 seats at the front of every screen, because they're disabled seats. You can't buy them otherwise. So I was like, wow,
I'm glad you saw that.
Chock-a-block.
With mine, every single seat was
even the disabled.
Even the disabled.
People bought 2 seats,
and the companion seat as well. All of them. It was mad.
Let me tell you, my one, when I had my problem with my screen, it was booked out completely. But Amanda said, while people were shouting and screaming, I did like what happened when I lost my plane seat. Yeah, you lot be shouting and screaming. I just went to View. I said, let me see what View's got. View had some ready. I just put my View tickets, and that was gone. I said, I'm at the dough.
So you just went to another cinema?
Yeah, I just went to one later in a different cinema.
Okay,
but the other ones, people, they were shouting and screaming, and I was like, the woman's telling you there is no screenings here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went to the cinema. People went to the cinema.
We went all the way there, and then when we got there, they told us the air conditioning is not working. People that have paid for tickets for months in advance.
Okay, you had already booked tickets. I see your point now. I see what you're saying.
So you get there, I'm just like, the woman's telling you that there's no seat, like, and then you see what's annoying news that obviously you booked this particular showing. Every other showing is fine, but it's sold out, so you can't even go into hop into one of the other ones. So you've seen everybody just there walking in.
So people, because if you've booked it in advance, you're well vexed.
Months in advance.
Because I've booked mine in advance. I would not be happy if that was me.
Months and months in advance. And you're like, why couldn't you just tell us before we got it? Like, so like, oh, we gave you refunds, but I haven't received anything. You should be coming in the next half an hour. One guy was vexed. He's like, I booked petrol to come all the way down here for you to do this to me. Like, it's a waste of my time, waste of my petrol. Me too, waste of my petrol. But then I went to the View closest to me, because the cinema is much closer than that one to me anyway. So
where did you get from Sky?
You get 2 free cinema tickets from Sky per month if you got Sky Movies.
Oh, I ain't got Sky Movies, bruv. Why would I get that?
That's a good shout though. How comes the View had seats? That was what I was confused by.
Because it's very late showings.
Oh no, it didn't matter what time. I sat there and I went through every single booking, and there was no seats.
I didn't look at View this time because I had Cineworld and Odeon tickets.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've got these tickets. I'm goddamn, I'll go use it.
I'm going to use it.
So, did I check? Maybe I didn't.
View had the very late showings had seats, and the one I got was 10:30, and it had a couple of seats.
So no, I didn't. No, it was View because it was the one I went to was View. But it was a 12:30 View.
Okay.
So there were seats, but like no, I said it's half an hour away. I was like, that's as far as I'm going, because Westfield is not that far from me. There's a few that's not that far from me, and so Westfield was sold out. And Westfield is cheaper than my local cinema. It don't make any sense to me at all, but it is what it is. Anyways, so yeah, they're good films. So yeah, go out there and my brother and I will discuss what we think the core value of Spider-Man is. All right, thank you very much for tuning into the podcast. Sorry about the problem. Let me just check it's still recording. It is. Yeah, sorry about the issues that we had earlier on. You didn't miss too much. Don't worry about it. God saved us.
The way that this podcast, my wife said to me, like, I hope it doesn't finish too late. I just love that.
I'll just be like, stop dreaming.
It's not finished late. It's early.
You get me? Yeah, all of that good stuff. Simple Simon, if you could do hashtag ESN Podcast during the conversation at ESN Podcast on all the social medias. ESN Podcast at gmail.com.
Tell them.
Send in the thing.
Remember, if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Webs for life.
Indeed.
I am here, Black Smoke.
And Slack for life.
You should release this. Imagine this getting played at Afro Nation. I'll never forget those 3 years at Afro Nation. Trust me. Incredible. Enough for those.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects. Welcome to me.
We are here.
I fall down.